Yay.
Hello and welcome to the Bedford show. Yeah, Bedford model building we are doing tonight, aren't we? So yeah,
We
hello.
are.
Wow,
So
that music just
I was going to say,
puts me in the mood.
first of all, I'm really sorry if for last week I had severe internet problems and I couldn't do a stream. So that's why it mainly wasn't done. And then obviously just so happened that Dave wasn't feeling too well either.
I wasn't too good
So
actually.
it sort of worked out, as in,
Yeah. I mean, I was, the further it got along on the daytime, I was feeling more and more. Yeah. So yeah, no. So sorry, we didn't come along last fortnight, but yeah, we're here tonight. So, goodness me, we've got a lot of people in the chat. So I'm just going to quickly go through and say hello to everybody, and then we can crack on a bit, can't we?
We can.
So when I can get my mouse to work, I'm still waiting for my mouse mat. I've actually got a mouse mat coming, and in my own brand. And but I'm just waiting. Do you know what I mean? I'm waiting. So I won't be mouse mat. Right. Okay. So first one in tonight then is my mum, Mary Oglesby. She says, "Hello everyone, evening everyone. Hi, ma'am, and thanks for joining." We've got East Coast, UK, evening DS and Mary. So evening, you East Coast UK. Whereabouts on the East Coast are you, or are you not on the East Coast of the UK? So then we've got Dave Builds. He says, "Good evening to everyone, and good luck with our builds tonight." Thank you for that, Dave. Hi, Dave. And then going along now, we've got Peter Webster. Peter Webster says, "Hi, Dave. Mary, Dave, and Dave Mack and the East Coast." So, hi, Peter. Thanks for joining. Going down the list now, we have got Ian Campbell. Mr. Ian Campbell says, "Hi, also." Mr. Ian Campbell from Parkway Upgrades. Yeah, so he's joined us tonight. So, hi, Ian. And he also says, "Good luck with tonight's stream." Thank you very much, Ian. Very much appreciated. And that is about it. Apart from East Coast says, "Next to Sutton on Sea, Mablethorpe." I know it well. Yeah, Stutton and yeah, all that down that East Coast. Yeah, a bit cold down there this time of year, though, isn't it? Yeah. Bit cold. So I'm just going to Peter says, "Hi, Alex."
Good evening. Yeah, hello everyone. So I didn't bother saying hello after Dave said, because I'm going to do one big hello now. So yeah, hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you for joining, everyone.
You can't get a wedding edgeways. That's the problem. Anyway, I've got somebody else to say. I want to say hello to. I don't know whether she's watching or not, but. So if she's watching, hi, Sherry. And as you know, my daughter is profoundly deaf, so I obviously whatever I say on screen, it won't make any difference. So, right. So, well, goodness me, it's been quite a fortnight here at DS Models, and yeah, nobody's picked up on it yet. But my name, DS Models, it was DS Models and Vintage, and it's now only DS Models. Yeah. Why? Because I wanted it a bit shorter, because I was fed up of writing it all out all the time. DS Models and Vintage. So yeah, so I'm DS Models from now on, which made it ever so simple, so much easier for me to type, because as you know, I'm no good on computers or anything like that. So yeah, even though my branding t-shirt says DS Models and Vintage, I'm only going to be known as DS Models. So there we go. Okay, and I've had my name changed for about a week now. So it did make me laugh every time everybody was saying, "Hello, DS Models and Vintage is joining the stream." Yeah, no, he hasn't. Anyway, I digress. Right, so we better have a look and see what we're doing this week then. So, there's some more people come in the chat. So very good, very good, very good. So Peter Webster says, "Hello to Sherry." And Gillian, it says hello to Gillian, and we've got Gillian Dotz in. So hi, Gillian Dotz. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hi, Gillian.
She also says hi to Sherry, and Dave Mack also says hi to Sherry too, which is great. So thank you very much for that, ladies and gents. Very much appreciated. Okay,
so just before we do any, I've just got to mention, I don't know if he's watching tonight. I've not seen him in the chat, but we had a comment on one of our shows, and it's from a Darren Ramsey. So I will reply to you. Sorry it's taken so long. It says that, hi, loving the builds. Was wondering if it would be possible for you to share the details of the unit you've used for your flashing beacon, model type, supplier, etc. I have illuminated my build, but fancy having a go at the beacon too.
Ooh.
So the short answer to that is I've just used Arduino. All my lights are running off an Arduino. So I've just written some code to make it flash, and that's as simple as that. Now, I don't know if you've heard of the Chat GPT thing that's going around. You can type it into there and it will make you a code. But I can share the code on a description or something, or I can send it to you if you're interested. But let me know. I will reply to you on the comments. I just thought I'd share with you what I've done here. So I've just used an Arduino to do that. It's just a regular LED in there that I've just programmed the Arduino to pulse. That's all I've done. So there's no specific, it's not a special LED or anything like that.
No.
So yeah.
Jolly good. Right. So question answered then. So yeah, brilliant. So and yeah, we don't like things too complicated, do we? So because life's complicated enough, isn't it? Without making it even more complicated. So that, yeah. So, goodness me, shall we go cameras down? Do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Get some building done.
So let's see what I can get done tonight then. So let's pop my camera down. Come on, webcam. There we go. Okay. Well, I've got nothing on my bench tonight, so at the minute, but I wanted to explain to you what I'm actually going to do with my Bedfords. As you know, I've got all 4 of these. So I'll just bring this up with the chassis and engine and everything. So I've actually got all the 4 of these kits. And I've got a couple of Sunstar Bedford OB coaches. And I was going to build like a garage diorama and just have them either sat outside or sat inside slightly, and some outside, some inside. And so a Bedford Vauxhall garage diorama was what I was going to build. And that's why on this model in particular, I chose the Vauxhall Bedford decal. Which is that one there. So yeah, the Vauxhall Bedford decal, which will go nicely with the diorama of the garage. So I will scratch build a garage, and then I can make it like my own. But I have got some extra bits that I bought in a little kit a long time ago that would make a garage diorama, bits and pieces up, you know, like fuel pumps and jacks and barrels and things like that. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I had a look on the internet, and I had a look on eBay, and I bought some of these stickers off a sticker guy on eBay. Don't know what he actually calls them. I can't remember right now, but I can soon get it if necessary. So these are 1/24th scale stickers, and they're in the rough period of 1940-1950, and so which is going to be absolutely ideal for my garage diorama. So I'm going to be plastering these stickers around here, there, and everywhere on my garage diorama. I've got some Shell ones, as you can see, some Castrol ones, Sinclair Dinosaur Gasoline, yeah, and Shell Your Car's Life Insurance, and we've got some slightly Americanized ones, United States tires, Pontiac, Indians heads there, as you can see, and Bosch spark plugs and stop signs, and they're all in 1/24 scale, and they're all printed on this like paper, but you can actually peel them off. So you can actually peel them off individually and stick them to where you want them to go. So that's the more appeal for it, more than anything for me, is that you can actually peel them off this backing paper and stick them on to whatever side of a garage wall, etc., on a, one of them spinning sound things, whatever. So, but all these will add just more character to my diorama when I'm building it. So yeah, have a look on eBay. It's worthwhile looking for 1/24 scale period garage stickers or something like that, and you'll probably come up with something similar. But he does them in all sorts of sizes. In fact, he actually does them in 1/10 scale, 1/6 scale, 1/72 scale, 1/43 scale, and 1/35 scale also. So he does them in all sorts of scales. So it's worthwhile asking, if there's any that you might want or might prefer for your diorama or even for your models. Would be ideal to stick on them as well. So yeah, so that's just something that I thought I'd show you, that from a diorama that I've bought recently. They're very reasonable as well, and as I said, they're on sticky back paper, so you can just peel them off individually and stick them onto wherever you want to go. And Bob's your uncle. So as far as the build's concerned, I've not done anything else to it, apart from, I think last time I had put the windscreens in, which I have. Yeah, put them windscreens in. All the doors are in, all the light windows are in, and everything else. I've got the bonnet to finish off tonight, hope. I've got the body to put on the chassis, and I've got the cab to put on where the cab is, and I've got some details to put down here in the cab. And I think after that, then I'm onto the crane. So yeah, I'm very, very close to popping onto the crane work. Okay, and that's me finished. That's so I'm going to be just building in the background. Just going to try and get my light on, see if that will make any difference. Hopefully that'll be okay. Right. So over to you then, Alex.
Okay, so I'm going to be, as you know, I've already done the crane. So as for the comment, I've lost it again, but the comment we had from that gentleman, I set the an 0402 LED in the beacon there, painted the clear shell orange, and I've ran you can actually see it clearer now, it's dried, but I've ran the wire down the inside of the crane. Come out here and painted it all up, and then, as I say, this runs off Arduino, but that's how I've put the wire. And then once this goes on the back of the bed, once it's all fitted, I shall drill a small hole to run these wires through to the underside. So that being done, I'm actually going to work on the base for that tonight. So I probably won't be painting it, but I want to glue this together and try and work out how we're going to wrap the cable around these spools. So yeah, that's sort of what I'm going to be working on tonight. Just cutting out and gluing some bits together.
Wow, brilliant. Okay, well, new in the chat then we've got, let's just have a quick look. We've got Steve131. So, and Steve saying hello to everybody. So hello, Steve131. And then just go a little bit further. We've got Mr. Ian Campbell. He says, roll up, get your Blue Master Bluetooth mod now. Okay, at that address that is posted on there. So https://www.partworkupgrades.com product page / Rootmaster Bluetooth kit. So it is available now. Okay, it is available from now on. So if you want the Blue Master Bluetooth mod, you can get them now from partworkupgrades.com. And Mr. Ian Campbell there will see to your every need on the Bluetooth mod. Yeah, wow, that's fantastic. I can't wait to see it up in action. I really can't. So, and yes, I've got my name down for one or two or a few, but obviously I will have to I'll have to budget throughout the year. But yeah, I've got my name down, and yeah, I'm going to be having one definitely. So yeah, fantastic, Ian.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, it's exciting. So yeah,
so we'll try and bring that up again.
If you're interested.
Go on.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, so yeah,
okay.
Head over to that link if you're interested, and
yeah, that'll be in the chat, and we'll bring it up now and again in the chat. And if Ian can bring that up in the chat whenever we're doing a Rootmaster themed project, then that'll be even better. And yeah, before much longer, we'll be seeing the Bluemaster Bluetooth mod in action on people's Rootmasters. Okay, so Peter Webster says it looks awesome, Dave. Thank you very much. And East Coast says, is it screen printing digital? Yes, I do believe it is. So, and they're on sticky back, as you can see. So yeah, I do believe that's what the process is. But yeah, and as you can see, they're on sticky back paper, so you can just peel them off. And they're all die cut as well. So yeah. We've got Blue Harvest Toys in the chat tonight. So it says hello there, hello Blue Harvest Toys, and it says that it's just premiered my Night Rider build. Wow. Okay, thank you for that, Blue Harvest Toys. We've got Anfield Road layout in the loft. So that's Lee. It says hi everyone. Hi Lee, and thanks for joining. Okay, right. So we're going to crack on a bit then now, are we, Horlixs?
We are, yes.
Jolly good. So yeah, I was watching a bit of Blue Harvest Toys the other day, and I was actually flicking through lots of channels. I was watching Lee and Blue Harvest Toys and several other people, and I was when I wasn't feeling very well, and it cheered me up. It did, just flicking through YouTube, watching all these builds and what have you, watching the different people how they're doing different things. And it was really good. It really perked me up a little bit. So to all the YouTubers out there who produce something, thank you, because obviously it does help sometimes when you're feeling a bit ill or depressed, or just watch a bit of YouTube, and it does make you feel a bit better sometimes. It certainly does. And we appreciate everyone who does YouTube channels, because obviously it's not very easy. We know that because obviously we're doing it. So okay, right, I'm just going to look and see what I need to be cutting out now. I need to be cutting out some bonnet catches, I think, and popping them on. Oh, right, let's have a look.
Yeah, so I need to work out how this all goes together and try and get the cabling done. What I think I might do is put the spools on, glue the end on, wrap up the cable.
Yeah.
And then I can just cut it to length after the rest of it's installed.
Okay, yeah.
If I leave enough overhang.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to need to leave the overhang for the the hook, aren't you?
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a quick look at this. Got 4 holes. This is where I need to take things nice and steady now and calm down and put my building head on and get into the zone if I can. So what am I doing? Well, I'm using a cocktail stick to prick the holes out on the bonnet sides where the locks are going to go. So these locks, you used to push them down and half turn them and let them go, and then push them down and half turn them and let them go out, and then they would unlock the bonnet in such a way. So, and it's actually 1920s technology was that. So started within the 1920s, the early 1920s, where you could push a bonnet catch down, half turn it, and it would grab onto like a hook, so it like that, and it would hold down there until you pressed it down and half turned it, and it would come off the hook again. So 1920s technology.
Yes, I still need to fit mine.
Yeah, I'm doing them because I just want them out of the way. Actually, I want my bonnet catches out of the way. So, and they got caught with the red paint, did these? I'm not really bothered about them being red. They got caught with red paint when I was painting other bits on the sprue.
Yeah.
But what I am afraid of is losing them. So I want to try and get them into the bonnet sides if I can.
I forgot to say as well, sorry, from last week, since last week, I've glued the door knobs on.
Oh, yes.
Just need a top up on the front edge there, so I've got them on.
Yeah.
And then as you saw last week, I was painting the rear bumper, and I've done that and glued that on.
Wow.
So there we go. That's my updates from what I've done since the last show we did.
Excellent. Excellent. So I've just noticed in the chat there, so East Coast UK says just a clear coat over his stickers. They will leak like Camtech ones. Okay. Okay, well, I'll actually experiment with some clear coat, because I actually have some Tamiya clear coat, and really there's no need to overcoat them with anything, them stickers, because hopefully my diorama will be encased in a glass case, which is going to be quite large, obviously, because there's going to be 6 or 7 models in it plus a garage, and you know, some bushes and trees and all that malarkey, and some rusty old petrol pumps and, you know, bits and pieces like that. I might make it so I can actually take the roof off the garage so you can actually see inside the garage. And but most of the time it'll be encased in yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't call it perspex any longer, do they? They call it yeah, call it whatever it is, plastic. So like similar to perspex, but a little bit thicker. So yeah, I think they'll be okay without any sort of coat on them. And I've got them printed matte anyway. And as I say, I think if they're stuck well enough to whatever they're sticking to, I think that'll be okay. And mostly they'll be on like side walls, you see. So hopefully no dust will land on it anyway, with it being encased in perspex. So I'm actually looking at a lovely antique glass framed display box, and I'm thinking about using the lovely wood that's on the outside of it, and then just using perspex for instead of glass, because obviously glass is going to be really heavy, and then I may be able to take it somewhere then. So probably be about 3.5 feet long by 2 2 feet wide, something like that. And it'll be a diorama where you can see it from the sides and the top and each side, so you can see all around it. And I may even pop it on a big lazy Susan so that it goes round, so you can actually see all the way around it instead of being able to crane your neck and have a look around it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, lots of things are just flowing through my mind at the minute for this idea. And I think that's what I've actually lost that for the past God knows how many weeks. I lost my mojo, and you do now and again when you're working on things like this. You do. You just think, oh, cannot be bothered. You know, I can't get me brain into gear. Can't get it to work properly. Blah blah blah. Can't calm myself enough to do some plastic modeling. So, and I think sometimes you just lose your mojo. And to regain your mojo, whether it's because of you've been ill or mental illness or anything like that, stress, work, or family, anything. Once you lose your mojo, it's an horrendous thing when you've got this lovely hobby here of producing some fantastic models in miniature, and once you regain your mojo, it's fantastic. It really is brilliant. You feel on top of the world, you really do. And yeah, I bet I'm not alone in saying that. I quite often lose my mojo to do something like this. And when I find it again, when I'm all enthused again about what I'm going to do, or I'm going to do it, it makes a brilliant difference. It really does. Anyway, I think I've blabbed on enough. I need to get some stuff cut out of these sprues. Chris will be saying, "Shut up." Get on.
No, it's fine.
So yeah, I've got lots of little bits that I need to cut out these sprues before I actually took them away. So yeah, finding your mojo, guys. Find it and do it. And I think I've told you before that I used to try and work by a saying that I found in the Mind's office. That's Mind, the mental health people, and they just had a great big sign on the wall that they wrote on in massive pen, and they said, "Just do it." It said, "Just do it," and with a smiley face. And I try and use that if I can. Just do it. And yeah. Do I sound nutty? Yeah, I suppose I do. Well, I'm happy. I'll put it this way, I'll be happy when I find oh, there it is, the file. I'm kind of thinking that, because I've refound my mojo, and, it didn't cost an awful lot to buy them things off the internet, and I thought, goodness me, yeah, I wish I had a printer to do that, and oh yeah, it'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? I'm still looking for somebody to make some transfers in 1/12 scale. So if anybody knows anybody who can make transfers in 1/12 scale, decals, transfers, whatever you want to call them, for my Root Masters, please get in touch because I'm struggling quite a bit. So I know that if Steve Owen's watching, I know you had a friend who did 1/12 scale transfers, I believe. I don't know whether he still does or not. Does he, Steve? If you are watching, so unfortunately, my guy who made them, he sadly passed away. So, yeah, it's a great loss to the modelling community, is because he, you know, was a really, really good guy. Not just because he made, you know, transfers, decals. It's because he was, you know, he was a family-loving man, as we all are, and he actually used to not only make decals for models, but he used to drive vintage buses quite a lot as well. So a lot of the guys and girls in the vintage world certainly miss him, because he was, let's say, one of them drivers of old school, you know, where he knew what a crash gearbox was, and he knew how to drive something that was semi-automatic, and you know, could turn his hand to almost anything driving wise when he was driving a vintage bus around. And as I say, he had a great reputation as making some fantastic decals as well, which obviously I've got on my on mine and Chris's Route Masters. You know, her Chili Beer one especially is absolutely fantastic. He openly admitted that the Chili Beer roundel, the roundel wreath that the Chili Beer one has with all the flowers in, he openly admitted that he's never ever done that before, and he's never seen one of the original front decals of that before. And I showed him a picture of a real size one that he actually copied for me. And yeah, I was really, really pleased that he was able to do that. And he was really pleased as well that it turned out really good. So, okay.
There's a chat in the comments that says, from Ian, "So Dave, drop me a Facebook chat. I can do water slide decals."
Oh, lovely. Thank you, Ian. Okay, I'll try and get you some sort of ideas of what I want in 112 and the size and what have you. Would you like the size in millimeters, perhaps? Yeah, probably you would, wouldn't you? So yeah, millimeter length, height, you know, letters, size. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do that. I think I've got one of the East Yorkshire ones that I want doing, which I've got one left to spare that the guy made me, and I'm pretty sure that he'd be able to. Sorry, I've got one spare, but I need that, you know, bigger. So yeah. Oh, brilliant, millimeters. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ian. Thank you ever so much. And we've got Crafty Chris in the chat as well. So hello, Crafty Chris. Hello, darling. Hope you and Sherry are okay. And I did do this earlier. So so I can't hear her screaming at the telly at the minute, but yeah. So but yeah, if she's not watching, so that's okay. Oh, she's commented earlier, said, I am. Yeah, she's screaming at the telly saying, shut up. Will you shut up? Oh, we've got Lindsay's builds in the chat as well. So hello, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, very much appreciated. Yeah. And so Peter Webster says, I'm buying more than I'm building at the moment, making more backlog. Yeah, that is the problem, Peter, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I've got lots of models that I need to get on and build instead of just storing them, basically. And I need to stop buying Well, I practically have stopped buying, but yeah, I do need to stop buying really before I crack on with some more. All right, okay. So I think I'm going to try and get these button catches in there. See if I can pop them in there. Let's see if they'll fit on the bonnet side. I don't know if you can see me or not. I keep thinking that I'm off camera a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So they will go in there. Just got to get them the right way around. And yeah, okay. That'll work. Okay. Oh, can't get into my super glue.
Well, that's no good.
No. I might need the other one actually. Yeah, just have a look and see if I've got the other one. So let's have a look. Have a look and see. Do you want to cheat a cheeky peek at a bit of Route Master?
Well, why not?
Oh, look at that lot.
Oh, nice.
Cheeky peek at a bit of Route Master. So yeah, this is that destination panel of the Southend Transport Route Master. So I think it's gone on all right. Yeah, I think it's gone on okay. So obviously it'll have the strips around there to make the edging a bit better. But yeah, that's gone okay, I think. So obviously you won't see the inside. Yeah, it's not so bad. I'm quite happy with that. And I had to show you that because I had to move that out of the way to get into it. Get into my store. Apply my glue. Okay. Little bit of glue. Not so much. I've got a new glue pot tonight as well. A new glue tray. Thanks to my lovely wife. So she said, "Here, have a new glue tray. That one's disgusting." I said, "Okay, thank you."
You know what? Yeah, I've been using these diamond painting trays, and it's actually really quite satisfying because after the glue sets in here, you can crack the tray and then it all comes up and it looks like glass.
Yeah. Come on. Get my little fingers working on here. Come on. Ah, dear. In there. Just twist it a bit. Come on. I don't want to go in that one. Wants to drop. Come on. Just get the right way. It's going to stick to my fingers if I aren't careful. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Okay.
that's that one.
Now can we twizzle it just a bit?
Twizzle it.
Just a little bit. Yeah, twizzle it. Just a little bit. You see, we're getting into that zone, that happy zone, you see, boys and girls. Come on. All right, let's get the other one now. Get the right way. I might need these bonnet catches touching up a bit, but for now, they'll be all right. Let's diddle that into the glue instead of doing it the other way. So what are we to do? We're Saturday today, aren't we?
We are.
Saturday.
All day.
Saturday all day.
And then tomorrow it's Sunday all day.
Yeah. I've just put a little angle on these, facing like upwards a little bit. From memory, I can remember sort of facing upwards a little bit, and then he pressed them down and took them off the catch. And then I leave that for a few seconds, I think. Oh, good, it's set that one. Yeah, jolly good. That's all right. Okay, so the other side. Let's pop it down gently. Yeah, twizzle that just a little bit. Front one first. What's a daisy? Stop shaking. I'm shaking, boss. I'm shaking. Oh, yeah, put a little bit. Come on. Yeah, that'll do for that one. Just let it dry and pick up the last one. Well, the red paint's bleeding off these, but it doesn't matter because they're going to get painted silver, I think. Come on. Get right way. There we are. Okay. Put that in there. Oh, popped it in and then I got it out again. Come on. The hand's not steady enough. That's it. Okay. Okay. It'll be, yeah, roughly facing the same. Yeah, jolly good. So that's them. Okay. Okay, so Peter says, I have 5 00 gauge locos and 3 more on the way, ready for when I start my layout. Wow. So you'll have 8 locos. Wow, fantastic. And he says, love the colours, Dave. So yeah, thank you. They're blue and white, and not forgetting, of course, it'll have a red stripe on as well. So, but I've actually got another tip for that as well. So, okay, so just imagine that this is like the back of the panel. Around here, there will be a thin red line going right the way around on this bus. So I'm going to actually tape it off with some special tape that I've got. And then I'm going to use some paint. And I was actually taught a little trick with some of this paint retarder. Okay, so this is Tamiya paint retarder acrylic. You can only get this from China. You can't get it in the UK. Okay, so basically what you do is you mix a little bit of this with your Tamiya paint and the acrylic, of course, and what it does, it slows it down. So then you can get your brush, your paintbrush, and you can paint it on. And so long as you're pretty careful, the idea is that this paint retarder will slow the paint drying out time for your paint, so therefore it will flatten your brush marks, so long as you're not too rough with putting too much paint on. So that's what I wanted to do. I'm going to be painting this red band around here, freehand almost. I'm going to be taping it off, of course, but then I'll be painting it by brush. I'll be using some of the paint retarder and the acrylic Tamiya red paint, the X7 to do that, the famous X7. So and then obviously, so the upper deck windows will be white, the roof will be blue, so you'll have a red stripe around here, around the top here, then you'll have your white, then you'll have a blue stripe, and then there'll be white windows and then blue panels at the bottom. So, and that's how the bus will go, and it'll look absolutely stunning once it's done. It really will. So that was one of the reasons why I got some of my mojo back, was that I actually did a couple of panels on the blue Southend Transport Route Master, and it worked out so well that I actually got a little bit of my mojo back, thank goodness. So I'm going to see where this yeah, I'm thinking it'll sort of go there. Yeah, it will. Okay. Yeah, and well, since I painted that panel, it's rained, of course, so that's not very good, I know, but it has to rain sometime, doesn't it? Yeah, it'd be a pretty poor world if it didn't rain. Now I'm off camera a little bit, guys. I've got actually doing something. I'm sticking the front number plate on. There we go. Stuck the front number plate on there. So I had to have it like close to me, if you like, because these little bits. So I've got the little bit there, and then I've got another bit somewhere. We've got another bit on another bit of sprue. Every time I say sprue, I want to say sprue, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert Dibblin Grub. Trumpton Fire Brigade. Come on.
So, I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to glue these, I don't think.
You're not?
Because these parts go on really stiff, and that isn't coming off of there.
Oh, right.
And the spools, push that on there, freely rotates.
Ah, right. Okay.
This end pin will glue into the frame. If I can be really careful, that won't go anywhere, and I'll be able to spin it. So I can get a bit of cotton on there, and then just roll it up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then if I want it locked later on, I might be able to stick some glue in somewhere, or just leave it loose.
Yeah, brilliant idea.
So when it goes together, that'll go in there and that'll go in there. Will it line up is the question.
Yeah.
Yes, it will.
Does it? Oh, that's brilliant.
And then those reels move.
Ah, right. Brilliant.
I think I don't know. I can't see there being a problem with that.
No. Oh, we've got Kenneth in the building as well. He says, hello, afternoon from Georgia. So that'll be Atlanta in Georgia. So, and hello everyone, and Sir Dave, and how's your all day going? Yeah, it's all right. It's all right, mate. So, yeah, how's your day going? So over there in Atlanta. Thanks for joining, Kenneth.
Hi, Kenneth. I'm still trying to debate on what colours to do anything on this now. I think I might have to crack the paint out, you know.
You might.
Because I can't really glue any of this together until
you get that.
So I start painting.
Working manually here. Okay, so that's got that roughed up a bit. Whew. Right. So now I've got to refer to the instructions and find out where we put them. Cup of tea's going down well. Like soap suds going down a sinkhole. The instructions, come on, instructions, where are you? There we are. So, let me just move that out of the way a second, and that, and that, and them. And let's have a look and see what we need here. Do you know, this is so good, I don't feel like covering it up. Do you know what I mean? All the detail in the carbon under the engine and everything.
Yeah.
But it's a shame to cover it all up.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with this. So, it's up to you.
Okay.
I've left this, as I said.
Let me put you on full screen, and then we'll come on full screen. Here we go.
I've left the spools loose, so they rotate.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
That sits into this central frame, the base frame. So once that's glued, they're not going anywhere.
No.
Then I can, once it's all painted, and I've painted, I'm going to paint these individually before I glue any of this together, I think.
Yeah.
You can then get the cable on and just gently wind it on.
Yeah.
And then put the hook on, wind it up, make sure it's taut, because it's obviously going to be tight, unless you want it free moving. I'm going to tighten this up, then hold this in place, then put some glue on that pin.
Do you know, that's a brilliant idea. Yeah, brilliant.
Because that's not going to go anywhere once I've glued these four corners down.
No.
Then it'll make it easier to get the rope on.
Yeah.
And these
if
are
you glue the rope. Oops. Camera's gone. There we go. If you glued your rope, if you glued your hooks to the back end of the wagon, then they wouldn't go anywhere, neither would they?
No.
You know, and got them taut.
But that fits in nicely.
Yeah.
And I think that's how I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, well, I'm well behind you now, because obviously I'm messing around with this. So East Coast says, what are you tinkering with, Lee? And East Coast says, use that strand of picture wire for winch cable, add that realism. Wow, yeah, strand of picture wire, yeah. Yeah, that would be helpful with that, definitely.
Actually, I've got
we've got something similar. Oh, look what you've got. Look what you've got, yeah.
That was for the
Spitfire.
The Spitfire mod. Replacement cable.
Right, I've got to work out where this is going. So.
Yes, yes, good idea. Good idea, East Coast. Yeah, I might do that.
Brilliant.
I'd have to glue one end of this on the spool first, let it set, then I can roll it up, just make it a bit easier.
Yeah.
But I need to paint some of this first, so.
Okay. So I used to have a friend who lived down where you are, East Coast. He used to have a couple of old buses at one time, and then he used to help with the miniature bus that was running down Mablethorpe Beach side there. I think it was the Lion bus, the Lion miniature bus, the double-decker open-topped roofed bus in miniature that was down that way. So he used to help out with that. And he had a couple of buses of his own, and he had a K9 wagon at one time as well. So, but he's living near Bridlington now. So, yeah, he used to tell me about all the places down there, Alford and all that, and all the coach companies and that were down there. Yeah, it was a really good holiday resort and everything, isn't it? As well as everything else. I just noticed they don't go on there, they go on there. Okay. So we're going to have the cab glued on there then, aren't we? Yep, we are. So I can add that later. Yep, got that in, that in, that in. So that will be my next job then, is to glue the cab, I believe.
I don't know what colours to do this.
Huh?
I'm struggling to know what colours to do these.
What, the jib itself or the crane mechanism? And
I'm thinking this bit red to match the crane.
Yeah. And then could you go black for the reels?
I was thinking silver for the reels.
Okay.
And black for the gearbox things.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's okay.
Or do I do black for the reels if I'm going to use this silver?
That'll make it stand out more, yeah, definitely.
And then do these silver.
Yeah.
And then maybe black handles.
Yeah.
Or do this black with the reels black and then do the handles silver.
Yeah, that's another combination.
Oh, God.
Too many choices.
I want to see them.
You want to see them?
I want to see it coloured so I can decide.
Yeah. Well, I suppose the only way to do that is to paint them, and if you don't like it, repaint them. So, yeah, Lee says you'll see tomorrow I'm live at 5. Yes, Anfield Road layout in the loft is live at 5 p.m. tomorrow. That's Sunday. He's working on his plane for his diorama, I believe. So, and East Coast says, I used to build 114 scale Tamiya trucks and scratch build 110 from Starring to get loads of handy tips on that way. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, something else I'd like to do, but I'm not going to be able to do. So, not unless I live to 150. So Anfield Road says East Coast is a good channel. It's been subbed to me from the start. Okay, jolly good. Yeah, it's subbed to me as well. I think I do believe, and yes, it's definitely a good channel. And it says I've only lived there 4 years, but plenty of old glories about. I was more Boston way before that, and Midlands most of my life. Oh, I see. Okay, jolly good. And it says I never uploaded stuff late. I'm always too busy. Yeah, that's one of the problems with YouTube, is that there's so much that you could upload, but never get around to it. So Peter Webster says he's building the Tamiya Grand Horlixs East Coast with all the sound and lighting. Yeah, that is going to be superb, is that build? Certainly is. And yeah, you made me well jealous with that one. So yes, so we're up to date with the chat. So now I'm going to try and crack on a bit with this. Just see if this ridge plate's set. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's not bad at that, I suppose. Be able to get a ridge number on there. Right. Do I need to do anything else? No, I've got them on, I've got them on, I've got them on, got that done. Yeah, so it's just a case of popping that on, I believe, if it will go on, which I do believe it will. And I think I got it to fit better than it did before. Do. See if it's down there. I see. Okay. Okay, yeah. I see. So that just sits there nicely. Got some fingerprints on the outside of my cab windows, but I ain't bothered about that right now. Let's just have a check and see if everything else will fit all right. First off. Come on. Over you go, my beauty. It's not that bad. It does need a little bit of tweaking. There we go. Yeah, it's not too bad at that, I suppose. A little bit down in there. So once that's down there, it won't be so bad. Yeah. So just a tiny weeny bit of tweaking at the front. In fact, it's just about there. So it's just about there. Okay, so let's have that glued in. Take that off. Okay. Glue. Need some fresh glue in there. Come on. There we go. All right. Glue stick. Come on. Pick it up. Okay. All right, let's have that tilted slightly. Just get the tear ready with that now. So it's knowing how to pick it up, isn't it, without it moving. I don't think it will move once I get it to the stage where I can glue it. Oh, I don't know what that is. Let's have a look. Right, it's okay. I thought it was somebody saying, no, don't glue it yet.
Sorry, I was muted. I was turning Wendy on.
You was turning Wendy on?
Yeah.
Goodness me. Did she want turning on? And then I've got to move my hand round because I need the other side. Oh, come on, get round. There we are. Grip it. Okay. Okay, let's get plenty on there. Okay, a wee bit more. Okay, and then glue that back there. Okay. And maybe just there as well. Just want to make sure it doesn't come adrift. Okay. Maybe just in there. Should a gluing point in there and in there somewhere. Yeah. Right. Yeah, East Coast, my friend's been moved out of that area for more than 4 years, so you won't know him. But, somebody's just actually bought the, or not recently, but they've bought the miniature bus that was running up and down the front there to restore, and they're going to have it restored shortly. So, and I do run another site on Facebook, miniature buses, and so it's on there. In fact, let's see if I can find my banners. So Facebook groups. Okay, let's have them going across the bottom there. So this is what we're involved in Facebook groups. So if you want to look on the Facebook groups, if you want to join any of them, you're quite welcome. If you're interested in any of them things. So the DS Models and Vintage one is obviously my my own one, and but we've got all sorts of clubs and anything from knitting to plastic model building to part works and everything else in between, I suppose, in all them groups. So yeah, there is a few in there. So that's Facebook groups, okay, that we obviously run as well, or the community runs. So right, just give that a few more mins to set. Just gonna try popping that on the back there first. Let's see if it'll sit down. I'll quickly look. Yeah, it's gonna sit all right, I think. Yeah. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So oh, excuse me, I am tired. So goodness me, so East Coast says nice, Peter. It's a fun build. It's the MFU, etc. Fun to get going, and I've got a tipper. It cost 1,200 quid to scratch build 15 years ago. The Weddiker Rams was a fortune, i.e. the few China companies that make hydro now. Yeah, absolutely. Peter says I'm getting rams for the ramps on my flatbed trailer to put my leopard tank on the back. Wow. East Coast says, sorry, Peter says I'm not at 1,200 spent already without the trailer yet, laughing out loud. East Coast says, I had tell me a full option tank from a hobby shop in Leicester, Peter, when it was closing down. Last few days, paid £100 for it, and with smoke and all electrics, turret recoil, and was a shop demo. Wow, very lucky. So East Coast says that I used the Brooder loaders stretched with alloy for trailers years back. Loads doing them now. Yes, there is. Yeah, I've seen them on the RC groups, and you can use RS motors on threaded bar for ramps. Yeah, yeah, I would imagine you could for that. Wow, brilliant stuff. Really is. Right, I'm going to knock that ticker tape off down on the bottom now so it doesn't annoy people too much. There we go. There we are. And I'll go back to the comments and I can see if any new ones come in. So sorry if I've missed you out on the comments. I want to try and keep up with the comments as much as we can without overloading the builds with comments, if you know what I mean. So
yeah.
I'm just going to have a drink. Oh, that's good. That is good. Right. So destructions then. I want to see where these two little wires go. One goes there, one goes there. Let's have a little look. Oh yeah, I can see where they go. Yeah. So that one goes there. And that one goes there. Okay. Then leave these unpainted for now because let's get that straight one in first. There goes. Second one. That's a straight one. So there. Okay. A bit of glow. And does it go in there then? I don't know. Let's have a look. Come on. Try and keep it straight. Okay. Oh, in we go. Oops, daisy. That's going to be a bit fiddly to get in there, isn't that? In the second one. Can't get it into the hole. Come on. Get in there. Whoa. Yes, it's in. So I just need a bit of glue on there. Sorry if I'm being quiet, guys, but concentration and all that.
Yeah, same. Just painting this. Very therapeutic. I love it.
So that's that one. Now we've got to get this one in there. Let's see exactly where that goes. Get my hands to work.
A bit scared when I started doing these plastic kits, but
yeah,
we're actually not too bad.
Yeah.
Once you get
going with them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is a bigger set anyway, isn't it? It's the 124, so you've got a bit more to handle, but
yeah. So Mara says she's going. Great show for both. Now, good night to both. Good night, ma'am. See you tomorrow. And
thank you.
We'll be around tomorrow, ma'am. So yeah, see you tomorrow. So Peter says, nice buy, East Coast. I have the Agora radio controlled 2A6. I'm currently getting ready to build my first DCC 00 gauge layout. So hoping the wiring gives me the courage for wiring the Tamiya MFC. Yes, absolutely. So, and then everybody's saying good night to my mum. So good night, Mary, says Dave McBills. Good night, says Peter, and good night, says East Coast, to my mum. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. Right, let's have this little bit in now. See if we can get a bit of progress going.
Only 5 minutes.
Might be better just taking my Beverly Becks off for a minute, might I?
I just need to go and get, what do I need? A jar of water.
A jar of water.
Just so I can brush my brush out. I mean, wash it out.
Wash your brush out, yeah. Okay. No worries. A jar of water. Come on. How on earth am I going to get that in there? I don't know. Except for my arthritis isn't working well tonight, so come on, get in there. That might be my tweezers, might help.
Oh.
Have you finished a pail of water? I mean, a jar of water.
Yes.
Did you Jack and Jill bit, did you?
Yeah.
In a pail of water. Okay. Let's get that in that hole there. Then we might have some idea where it goes. Come on. Twist a little bit, please. Just a little bit. It's in.
Twizzle it.
Just a little bit. You're going to have everybody singing that now. Oh, we do. We do. Get that in there. Oh,
Nice.
that one in there.
That's gone nicely.
And I've got to get that one in there properly. Get that into glue. Put that little bit in there. Come on. Get in there, don't break. Just go in there. I don't want to go in. Come on. Oh, I think it's glued and it snapped the other one. Oh no. Okay.
I had that. It was really difficult to get in, and then it glued, and you're trying to position the other one, and then the other one pops off.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is glue them two together and call it here, because that is not going to work. Right. Need my cocktail stick that's got no glue on it. Oh. Which one ain't got no glue on now? That one. No, that one's got glue. That one ain't got glue. That's the one. Just to lift it up to the right place.
Yeah, it's awkward, isn't it?
Yeah. It is a bit. It's awkward to do, to get into camera as well. To show. Come on. Please move. Got to have a stop for a scratch. Oh no. Come on. Just glue. Now I know where I'm going with them. I can get them better on the next one. I know I can. A little bit of glow to glue them together. A little bit of glow to glue them together. A little bit of glow to glue it into the cap. And to glue that into the cap. And a little bit of glue just to make sure that it's glued into the radiator. There and there. Okay. Goodness me. Oh. Right. I know that it's not right, like, but it'll be all right once they're painted black.
Wendy says it's a brilliant job.
Wendy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then. It's all right if Wendy says it's all right. We'll go by whatever Wendy says. God, Bennett, what I've got to do now? Oh, I don't know. Right, let's have a look at this sprue here. I think that sprue is totally empty. Excuse me. Yeah.
East Coast. Did you say you built the other trucks to go with this, Dave? I'm yet to have a go at scratch building a American style. Yeah. This is my first one. That's the first one that Dave's built.
Yeah.
And then we got a bit. Well, Dave got me a bit addicted, so I've been having fun on eBay.
Yeah.
So I've got this one to do.
Yeah, let me bring you full screen. Let's go. There we go. Yeah, look at that.
And I've got this one to do.
Yeah.
After this one, after one of these, I don't know what order. And then there's one more to do, which is the tipper. I've not bought that yet because these are going to take me long enough to do. This is taking long enough. Yeah, I will be trying to get the whole set. And I've sort of set the standard for myself really because I've lit all this up. So I can't show you it all because it's not all connected yet. But
it's not glued yet.
Where's my power bank gone? There it is. But we've got headlights.
Yeah, let me bring you full screen again.
So I've done the headlights on there.
Yeah.
That light up. I'm glad that still works because I had a bit of a mishap with this. If you can just see inside, I've lit the dash up as well.
Yeah, the speeder and the other dash, yeah. Yes.
You can see it from in the back window there.
Mm-hmm.
So that all lights up, and I think that looks really cool.
Yes.
And it does have rear tail lights, but they're not connected at the moment because I need to get the back on.
Yeah.
The wires are just dangling there. So when they're connected, the rear lights will come on. And then also, so this runs off an Arduino, as I was saying earlier. And then the beacon will flash as well when this is all wired up. The beacon's going to flash.
Yep.
So that's where I'm going. So now I'm like, oh, so I think I'm going to have to do that for the other ones. So I've got plenty of LEDs. I've ordered a load. So I've got a stash of them. Plus Peter Webster kindly sent me some as well. So thank you very much, Peter, again. So Peter sent me some red ones, which will go in the back. And then I've got the white ones I ordered, got delivered. So I've got about 20 sets of them. So I've got plenty of lights to do all four of them. So...
yeah.
And I have really enjoyed doing the the lighting. I mean, a bit fiddly, I must admit, but it's not too bad. And then all this just runs off just runs off a USB 5 volt. So it's going to sit on the shelf. And then if I ever don't want to show the cable and I want it somewhere else, there's enough room under the cab to just sort of push the cable up and hide it out the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've done. I've also modified. You can't really tell now because it's hidden, but I put some battery wires on so it looks like it's wired up. The bonnet we've not glued on as it says because we decided it'd be nice to see the engine.
Yep.
And then obviously it's quite nice because the wiring I've used for the lights gives it a little bit more detail in there and looks like it's part of the engine. So I quite like that. And yeah, just there's some of the wiring from the battery and just gives it a bit more character. And yeah, really enjoyed doing it.
It's a special one-off. It won't be, you know, I mean, yours is absolutely fantastic. Mint with that modification. Absolutely special.
Well, it's like anything, you know, like you want to do something, you know, and as you know, just try and just play around, and then my imagination goes a bit wild. And
no, it's brilliant.
Maybe I could put a radio in one of them. I'll paint it black, stick a radio in, and it could be playing Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers?
J10.
That's actually, have you seen that film, Jeepers Creepers? That there's nothing like them, but they remind me of that film, like the scary man that's driving behind in that black pickup.
I'm pretty sure I must have done, yeah. Jeepers Creepers.
And obviously, as Ian was a bit off subject, but as Ian was saying earlier, the blue master mod is now live. So check that out. The link is put in. So if you're building the root master model, then yeah, if you want it Bluetooth, this is the board I've made, and yeah, there you go. Yeah, East Coast. That's what I said. Like, well, Dave said as well. You know, you paint all the engine up and you give it all the detail, and then you just when we got to it, it was like, yeah, glue the bonnet on. And we're like, what?
No, let's show it off. Yeah.
So that's what we've done. And obviously, what I did is I glued the sides on, but I put them sort of in a little bit, just a tiny bit, so that you have to sort of spay them apart ever so slightly, just because it gives it that bit of grip. So if I hold that upside down, it doesn't fall off. And that seems to have worked quite well.
Yep, it does. 2 and 3. No, 2 and 3. No. 5. 5's the handle. It's handle. Handle with a candle. What's that then? 11. Do I want 11? No, it's the other spiral one, I think. Yeah. to the sprue. Okay, that one. So we've got, goodness me, quick, where are we? So we've got Yorkshire Crafters joined us. Good evening, everyone. Sorry I'm late. No, you're not late, Julie. You're all right. So, good evening, Julie. Thanks for joining us. So the chatting in there. Did you say? Yeah, we've been through that one, haven't we? Yeah, I've got all 4 of the models. So Ian says hello, Julie. Nice there, great to do. Free run, not just box of art. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm actually doing the art box on this one, but on the next one, I'm going to be doing my own interpretation. So, and I intend to scratch build one of these into a Bedford OWB, a bus version. So using across the chassis and the front end and the wings and the bonnet and all the rest of it, the scuttle, and then I'll be building a body for a Bedford OWB. So yeah, I'm going to have a go at that. And
that's when you'll zip past me, because I won't be able to do anything like that.
Well,
so it'd be good to see how you do that.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll be able to. Who knows? Let's hope we can. But I'm hoping that I can get some better plastic card than I've got at the minute, because the plastic card I've got at the minute's not much copper really. For that, I want some better plastic card, and so I think I'll have to go and have a word with my model shop guy and see what he says about plastic card. So at the minute I'm using some from Hobbycraft and it's not very good. So it's not the plastic card that I know and like, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
9 and 10. 9 and 10. Yeah, when you're doing a bit of scratch building, you like a bit of good plastic card. Okay, I'm just going to trim all these bits off here and then try and make a winch crane up. Bit by bit. Yeah. What's number 2? Don't know where that goes yet. Oh, it goes there.
Oh, what are you doing? Are you on the bit I've just done?
Oh, excuse me, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. It doesn't take too long either. It's pretty, it's quite quick.
Just seeing if I need anything else at the crane bits. I don't think I do right now. So, I was looking for them little jointing plates, but I've got them. It's just don't look as though they're the right ones. It's because they've got little bits of sprue on them, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not on that one. Not on that one. Little bits of sprue. So I actually found somebody new on YouTube today who was building the Route Master, and he's actually painting it in Blackpool Transport colours, and wow, what a fantastic job he's making of it. So I'm hoping that he joins the Route Master Facebook group. But I, completely understand if you don't want to. So, but yeah, unbelievable a job is making of doing a Blackpool Route Master. So, because of course Blackpool Transport had some route masters in the 1990s, and they run them along the seafront there, and I remember them with great affection because at that time I was actually coach driving, and I spent a lot of time in Blackpool, a lot of time, and just used to flash my driver's badge and used to jump on all the services to get into town or out of town, wherever I was going. And 9 times out of 10, I used to wait for an older bus rather than a newer bus, because that's what bus enthusiasts do. So it was rather good. Right, so I'm having to clean up all these bits. The chat's going mad, so thank you for that, guys. Steve131 says looking very nice. That looks cool, and it's cool to think out the box. Yeah, thank you for that. And yeah, defo good leaving bonnet removable while there was all that great work. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So that's my dog, you can hear snoring. The dog's tired. I think so too. We're getting him up at 4:30 and 5:30 in the morning. Just because I was awake, he was awake and he wanted to go out. And I saw some of the guys over on Hobbytown Modelers building as well. I sort of watched the stream from, started at 2 o'clock in the morning here in the UK. Of course, they're over in the USA, and I thought I'm really too tired to watch. So I watched, I don't know, 15-20 minutes or so, and then I thought, right, I'm going to knock off and go to sleep because I'm really tired. And then blow me down. I was wide awake with a lot of pain at about 4 o'clock, and then my dog wanted to go out, so wanted to go out 4:30 and 5:30, so I didn't get a lot of sleep. Oops, dropped that. Butterfingers. There we are. I thought I found it. Come on, don't drop it again. Getting my fingers to work properly. Bit of flash on these, but not that much really. It's all right. It's workable. I know it's difficult to see these bits on my grey mat.
Well, I've painted those bits red now, so they're a bit easier to see on the screen.
That's the problem, isn't it? It's can you see what you're actually working on? You know, imagine doing this in 172 scale. Oh, blimey. I just love these larger scale models. Just so much more me than the smaller ones. Getting old, that's a problem. It's not good getting old. And I suppose that's why I'm doing this now, is because like I want to say that I've actually achieved something at some point in my life. You know, I want to say, oh, that's a nice diorama. Who built that? And I can say, I did. Look at that model, that's different. Who built that? I did.
So the question is,
yeah,
with my help,
yeah.
are you up for trying to put lights in one of them?
Heck, yeah. Yeah, with your help, yeah, of course.
I'm sure you won't need my help, but
oh, I would.
For the programming, maybe. But apart from that, it's just a case of putting LEDs in and running wires.
Yeah, I think you know, I mean, you already know the case that I want to use as this diorama, so like you've got an idea of the size. So yeah, I want to, if possible, put some lights in the garage part of it as well. And yeah, I think probably one or two of them maybe ought to be lit so that I could turn a switch and light a couple of them up, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, too late for this one obviously now, but yeah, I'm up for that challenge. Yeah. And I think it's purely because of that reason that I said before. You know, the reason that, you know, when somebody says, oh, "Look at that model, that's brilliant. Who built that?" I say, "Well, I did." And you know, if it's going to give somebody some pleasure looking at it, then brilliant. Oh yeah. Because I know the struggles that I'm going through doing this. So. Right, let's have a look down here. So Peter says he's decided to go Bluetooth DCC sound on control for his layout. Wow, that's going to be superb. Certainly is. Lee says he's going to smash the like button on channels with a sledgehammer. Thank you, Lee.
Not too hard, please, because we need it for other people to smash.
We do, yeah. So, East Coast says the big flatbed one could be used for removal lorry, recovery truck, blank canvas. It's worth keeping an eye out for a 1/24 strapyard, lots to use for Danno Builds. Absolutely, yes. And in fact, that's going to be part of my diorama. The fact that this is going to be a garage, like a country Vauxhall Bedford garage, but behind it, it's going to actually have a rotten car with like perhaps a tree growing through it or something like that. Just behind the garage, you know, where nobody can sort of see. There's going to be a few bushes and trees, and in there's going to be a rotten veteran car. Shall we say it's a 1920s car or something, falling to bits in 1/24 scale, so it'll match all these others. So that's the idea. And then there'll be like oil cans strewn around, and, you know, a bit of scrap and, you know, all that malarkey just behind the garage, out of sight, so that when it spins round on the Lady Susan, you know, people can see right round the garage. You can see into the garage, over the top of the garage, and behind the garage, and see what's behind. Because 9 times out of 10, any country garage in the 1940s and 50s had scrap vehicles behind them. They had old wrecker wagons. They had loads of scrap chucking about, old lawnmowers, and, you know, old cars that were not repairable anymore, old crash cars and all that. They were all stuffed behind the garage. Yeah, so that's going to be one of my ideas for for this particular diorama with all these Bedfords and perhaps a couple of Vauxhall cars. So I'm sort of thinking 1/24 scale Ford Model T at the minute is going to be behind the garage, even though it's not a Vauxhall, obviously, but that's what's going to be scrap behind the garage. And I've actually got all the paints and weathering books and everything to actually do all this. So these of course will be all nice and shiny because they'll be there as the Vauxhall Bedford dealers. So yeah, that's the idea, and I'm pretty sure that all being well, we can get there.
I think it'll look brilliant.
Well, as I say, I think you've got an idea of what I'll need to use, so without giving too much away.
Well, we've got Todd in. Hello and good evening, all. Hiya, Todd. Your ears
Hi,
must
Todd.
be and Dave was just talking about you.
Yeah, I was talking about you. Talking about the Orbitown modelers. Yeah, we was last night. So
I know it's such a shame because I love watching the guys, and I just can't seem to stay up. I know there's other ones, but I remember, like, was it last week or when I thought, right, I'm going to stay up, and I think I stayed up, and I think I got to about 1:45, and then that was it, gone. I was like, oh, that was a bloody waste of time.
Well, I didn't let the guys know I was there, but I was there watching about 20 minutes or so, and I thought, oh no, I've got to go to sleep. And as I was actually woke in pain about 4 with some terrific pain, so which has been absolutely horrendous for me for at least the past month or so. And you get to a point where you get really fed up. Do you know what I mean? But things like this take your mind off it, which is really good. So just pop back on the chat and I'll say, yeah, Dave Max says he's going to say good night, guys, and you're both doing well with your builds, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow night, all in chat. Thank you for that, Dave Mac. Take care now. East Coast says the big flatbed one. Yeah, I think I've done that on the, yeah, that's Danno Builds. Dave Max says East Coast. Night Dave Max says Peter Webster. Be good to have one packed over in an inspection pit, lit up under the bonnet, what have you, someone working on it, Dave. Thank you for that. Yes. No problem at all. Of course, there'll be a garage and there'll be, you know, space for like a little showroom inside and a pit. So yeah, no, why not? Yeah, why not indeed. So yeah, let's have one of them. So then we've got Todd saying hello. We've got Ian Campbell saying hello to Todd. And goodness me, says got an annoying cough that won't go away, but otherwise all good. Probably going to do some Titanic paint work today. Okay, jolly good. Jolly good indeed. So Peter Webb says I'm going to do a 3D scan of my head to print a mini me for the Grand Haulier. Well, fantastic. Yeah, brilliant. So everybody's saying hello to Todd. And yes, indeed. Let's hope it does. So I'll get painting done today. Should assemble pack 8 of the Titanic on Sunday if you want to join. Okay, so there you go. Alex. Should try a tens machine, Dave. Help me with the pen. Yeah, I used to have one, and it's no good to me, I'm afraid, in the tens. So no. Yeah, I had a tens machine when they first came out, and then I got the second version and the third version, and yeah, it's good for playing tricks with people, especially if you're pretty around and your hand goes like that. But yeah, I've had all that sort of treatment. I've had hot rocks on my back, and yeah, I've had you name it, I've had it. So unfortunately, Peter, there's nothing that can be done. So I try to remain, optimistic or hopeful, and try and get a bit of stuff done like this to take my mind off it and what have you. So, and you've got to try and do a bit of something, haven't you, if you can. Really so Ian Campbell says, cool, drop me a link and I'll be free. I'll drop by. So that's on Todd's Titanic Sunday. That's brilliant. So try that. Yeah. So Todd's Ian, if you can join the Discord server, we'll post a link in there, and the Discord link is all in there for all our streams. Okay, so yeah, you want to join the Discord, Ian, and then you can get in there. Okay, let's put that right there. We go. Crack on a bit if I can. Let's see if this is set yet. Yeah, it's set, but I'm not liking that the way that it's. Let's see if it'll go in. Come on. It's getting my fingers to work. Getting the old fingers to work.
That's a little look at the black with the reds.
Oh, yeah. Let's just bring you up on full screen for a second. Yeah, black with the red.
And then obviously that I'm going to take the advice and use this.
Yeah, that
round.
That will certainly do the business well. That looks like wire hose. Definitely does, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I think it'll just be getting it tight on that reel that'll be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, well, what I think I'm going to do is glue it. So I'll glue the end on the reel.
Yeah.
Wait for it to set. Reel it up. And I think maybe when I get to this end, I might put a dab of glue on, then reel it along. I want to try and make it neat. So I don't want it just on anywhere. I want it to sit uniform.
Yes.
And then I'll just dab a bit of glue somewhere just to keep it all tight.
Yeah.
But this will glue because it's wire, but it's got like a plastic coating on it.
Yeah.
So it's ideal because the plastic, it'll glue okay.
Yeah. So Peter Webster says, I'm off now, guys. Early start in the morning. See you all again next time. Take care. Good night, all. So thank you, Peter. Thank you ever so much for popping along. Yeah, take care now. And East Coast says, drill a hole and feed the wire in, dab a glue on it, and then reel as you go.
I was going to do that, but the problem is there's a hole through there, and I don't want to drill into that because then it won't go on the post. So if I go a bit too far, it might disrupt the plastic and make this awkward to fit on. unless I drill it out the side. But I think a little bit of glue, once that's done and it's dried and then I start rolling it, I think it should be okay.
Yeah.
But it is an option. But I can't really do is this is dry to touch, but when you put the reel on, it sticks and it's tacky and it doesn't want to spin. So even though it's dry to touch, I think it's obviously still wet.
Yeah.
I can't really do any more on that at the minute. I was hoping to get this assembly done, but I need those reels to be spinning.
Oh, can't get my head around this at the minute.
Are you, what bit are you on?
No, you're all right. I'm just trying to work out which bit goes where.
Ah, okay.
Because I've just cut all the bits out that I need, I think. Right. So that bit that's sticking up like that. Are they the same? They are practically the same. One's one side, one's the other side. Yeah. So the metal in bit that goes to the outside. So that would go to the outside like that. So that would be the inside smooth. That would probably be it. And then we turn them over like that. Okay. So I can't get my head around this. Is it smooth on the outside or smooth on the inside of the framework, of this framework? So is it smooth on the inside or smooth on the outside? I can't get my head around that. I think it's smooth on the inside. Yeah, looking at it, I think it's smooth on the inside. It is. Yeah. So I've worked it out now. So we want these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And that one goes like that. Smooth on the inside. And that goes like that. And gets glued there. And the other one gets glued at the front. Okay. Super. Know where we're going now. Okay. So I'm actually going to make these up as I go along. And then I'm going to paint later. And probably kick myself if it's wrong. I'll see that goes there, yeah. Let's see where that goes. Goes there. Yep. Okay. My trouble is it's because I was gassing and wasn't taking any notice. Do you know what I mean? No need to agree with me, like. Oh dear.
No, I'm joking.
Oh no. Okay, so that's this one now. So that's the opposite way around. So smooth bit on the inside. So that will go. Let's have that the proper way around then. So it's like that. So that goes on the inside, going that way. Okay. And that will go opposite that one, will it not?
I need a hairdryer or something to bloody speed this up a bit.
I was going to say, what on earth do you want an hairdryer for?
Well, I've got hair now. Right, I'm just going to swish out my jar. Back in a sec.
Okay. So that one goes that way on. So opposite direction. That's that one. Yeah, that one goes towards the end there, and that one goes there. Okay. So that one's going to go there. Oh yeah, I see. Right. So it's going to go there. Come on. Oops. Yeah, it's going to go in there. And then that one's going to go in there. Where did they do for me? Watch it in there, yeah. Yeah, that's right where. And that one in there. It's getting me fiddly hand to work. Come on. Oops. Come on. Get on there. Oh, come on. It's nearly there. Come on, get on. Careful, it's going to glue in the wrong place.
Oh, I think my brain's frazzled.
Your brain's frazzled.
I've just gone to. What did I say I was going to do? Go and swish out my water and get some fresh
Swish out your water, yeah.
Well, I've come back with an empty jar.
Dear, oh dear.
Oh, well. I don't think I've got any more painting anywhere. I just need to wait for this to glue this together.
So Ian's on his way. Let's have a look. There we go. So yeah, Ian Campbell's going. He's got to go. I'll see you soon, Alex. Look out for a Facebook post. Yeah, thank you ever so much for coming along, Ian. And yeah, we will be sharing the link again a bit later on with the Bluetooth Rootmaster mod. Yeah, the new one.
Thank you very much, Ian. And yeah, thank you for all the support and help. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
And I'll be in touch with you shortly about some transfers. Thank you ever so much, Ian. Take care now. So, Marvel Pix says, do you have an airbrush? Use it with no point to dry things.
Oh, no, I've not got an airbrush. I wanted to try the hand at one. Problem is, where I live and in this room, it's not a good idea because I sleep in the same room and I don't want to get paint everywhere. And yeah, I'm terrified of trying to use one. I thought about getting one of them little battery operated ones, but I've heard some bad things about them that, you know, they're okay for quick things, but because they're like all in one, they get warm and then they start blowing hot air out of the nozzle and then it dries the paint before it hits the model.
All right.
Things like that. I don't know whether that is a thing. I don't know, but no. But it's all right. No mega rush. I mean, if I have to, I mean, this might be all right. I'll keep trying it. Oh yeah, it's a bit better now. It's not sticking to it anymore.
Really good.
So it should be all right.
Jolly good show, chaps.
Let's see.
What's my computer suddenly sped up and slowed down for? I think it's all right. Not getting too warm, is it? Well, it is a bit warm. It's on the warm side. Open the curtain and let some wind go to it. Right, let's have a look. So we've got 2 each of these. Okay, so I need that to go through there. Okay. Let's go through there. Okay. Let's leave that for now, like that for now. If it's dry. And then this one, that one goes through there. Goes through the one nearest the bar. This is going to be a bit of a bugger to get through, but there you go. It'll go. Maybe. Oh, goodness me. Bit fiddly, isn't that? Dear, oh dear.
Right, I think we're going to have to
Oh, come off. Okay,
wait for that light to dry.
let's get that on first then. So I just had a mini disaster. Come on. You can do this. There we go. Okay. Now if we all don't breathe, it'll work, won't it? Can't get my hands to work to hold it. Come on. Goodness me. Okay. Superb. Superb. Will be when it sticks. Plus the joint there. Okay. All the time you're leaning things up against things, aren't you, till it dries? Right, that'll do that. Okay, what do we have to do next? I have to take that one and build up one of them. Build up a gearbox. Now, are the gearboxes different or are they the same? Doopy-doo, be-doo-be-doo. Building gearboxes. Okay, they're the same. Yeah. Okay, let's have them glowed. Yeah. We can have them glowed. A little bit in there and a little bit in there. Okay. That's one gearbox. Oh no. Well, that was lucky. Little drop of glue nearly fell off then. Okay, that one on there. The skill will be getting my fingers off this now. Okay, there we go. Done it. Okay, we're down to 9 people watching so far. That's brilliant. So if you can all put your thumbs up, that would be great if you already haven't done so. But I just want to share something else while we're down here. So if I can find it. Okay, we've had such a lot of chatting tonight. Thank you ever so much, everyone. It's been fantastic. We are so honoured to have so much chat. It's brilliant. So thank you ever so much. And I don't know whether I can find it or not. Come on, there we go. So Mr. Ian Campbell says, roll up and get your Blue Master Bluetooth mod now. So it's now available at partworkupgrades.com /product page /rootmaster Bluetooth kit. So yeah, pop along to Partwork Upgrades and yeah, purchase a Blue Master Bluetooth modification for your Rootmaster. So pop your name down if you already haven't done so, but it's actually available right now. So from partworkupgrades.com. So yeah, pop along there and see what they have on offer. So I'm going to cancel that now. Scroll back down. Goodness me. We have Geordie Dave that's joined us. Evening, everyone. Hi, Geordie Dave.
Hi, Geordie.
Thanks for joining us. And yeah, we're still messing around with this Bedford, but we are getting there. There we are. So yeah, we've got. Well, I've got the cab glued on, and I've got the bonnet, so I can take the bonnet off and show everybody the engine. I'm trying to work on the crane at the minute. I'm building it up in sections, and it's difficult to see on this grey background. I know. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I'm building it up bit by bit. So I'm nearly there with the crane. Just getting my fingers to work, that's the problem. With all the small bits. But that's the challenge, isn't it? It's good that we have the challenge. Okay, now that's done that. Okay, this one. Okay. Yes. Okay. Hey, by gum. Come on. Okay. So on my personal Facebook page, I had just something I wanted to do. Was do something for Lent, and in the normal Christian calendar there is Lent, where you're supposed to give up something for a period of time, just so you could do it or whatever. Anyway, I said I was going to give up swearing. Actually didn't go down very well. It didn't go down. It didn't go down well at all. I didn't even get to the first day. So anyway, to come to my point of this story is, recently it's come out in England on the news that if you actually are in pain and you swear, it actually dulls the pain by creating endorphins that help with killing the pain. So whilst you're saying bugger, damn and blast and all the rest of it, it's actually a natural painkiller is swearing, because it releases all the endorphins and what have you to help with the pain. So This is going to sound like a big excuse, I know, but that's my excuse for swearing a lot during Lent, is that I can't actually give it up, because when I say whatever, I am actually releasing endorphins to help with my pain. And I can hear you all now laughing. Well, that's what I'm here for, guys. Have a good laugh. True story, actually. So, Yorkshire Crafter says, evening, Geordie Dave, how's you? And, yeah, damn it, Dave. Yeah, damn it. Yeah, absolutely. So, Geordie Dave says, is at work by himself, client is out. Goodness me. Okay, jolly good. And East Coast has sent a laughing face. And Geordie Dave says, you won't give up swearing. No, I won't. You're right there, mate. Certainly won't. So it says, hi, Todd, also to Todd, to Geordie Dave. Okay, so now I've got this to pretty much to the parts bit where I can stick it together to see if it'll go together. So I'm just going to let it dry for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to just try putting it together loosely to see if it'll go together. And I think I'll do what you're doing, Horlixs. I'll then paint it. I'll then paint it in the colours that I want to paint it, because the rest of the crane is here and then other bits on the sprues. So, but I've got it to the point where I can put this bottom part of the crane together, I believe. I don't know why, but this bit's actually playing havoc with my mind, you know, like I was trying to explain about, you know, the right way and the wrong way of these angles and what have you, but I think I've cracked it. I think I've sorted it. So just give it a few more minutes to dry off and see if everything goes. So I'm not sticking my fingers to it, if you know what I mean. So there he goes, testing it with his fingers. You've got to, haven't you? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's looking a bit more together.
Oh, yes, it is. It is.
And I've glued an end of this cable on, and it seems to be holding.
Oh, smashing. Yeah, brilliant, that. Absolutely brilliant.
And then I can wind that up, because it still spins just about.
Yeah.
It's going to be a job, but
So Todd says, hey, other Dave, and Lindsay says, Penny Jar makes too much money to give up swearing, laughing out loud. Yes, absolutely. So, Geordie Dave says, how are you doing, Todd? And Todd says, I'm okay, trying to get some motivation to go paint. So, yeah, I know exactly how you feel there, Todd. And then my lovely wife says, what a load of codswallop, Dave. Well, so long as it made people smile, that's the main thing. So, yeah, I mean, as you gather, we try not to swear on stream, but yeah, off stream, we've just got to let it go. So Geordie Dave says work's putting me behind everything. Bloody 67 hours next week. Good God. Yeah, it's horrendous. Been horrendous for you, Dave, this last fortnight or so, hasn't it? It's been not good, mate. Not good at all. So, and then Lisa's hi, Geordie Dave. Oh, goodness me. And Geordie Dave says hi, Chris. And Todd says, so Dave, wouldn't be the same without the piss. You do. You, Dave. Yes. Absolutely. And then Geordie Dave says hi to Lee. Okay. Right. Yes, extracting the urine is pretty good sometimes when you're looking for a laugh from your mates. It's okay. Oh, I missed something here. One's got a hole in it. Okay. Oh, is that going to go in there? No. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, let's try that through there. Let not go through there now. Oh, goodness me. Can't get the pin through the middle of the damn thing now, can I? Oh.
Right. I don't think the wire's going to work, as you say. Trying to keep it on there, it's not working.
Oh, damn.
I mean, if I had a bit more access, it might be okay. But unless I glue every turn...
Yeah.
It just wants to spring out.
That's not good.
So, as good idea as that was, I think I might revert back to what we get supplied.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll rip that off. I need to put some more paint on that now.
On there. I'm kind of thinking they're going like that. That goes into a peg hole. Oh, God. That is a tight fit. That can't be right. Goodness me. Try this one. Is it a smaller hole? Could be. Ah, it's gone through. Okay. Well, that ain't going to work where I wanted it to work, is it? What? So I've lost my equal. Yes. Get it the right way up. That goes that way with that little bit sticking out there. Yeah. And that'll be for that side with that bit sticking out there on that side. Yes, it will. So, I see. So do them handles go on them sticking out bits then? They do, don't they? Yes. Oh, yeah. See where we're going now. That's all right then. I've got a pin that's way too big. So I'm having to file the pin down.
Yep.
To go into the hole. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Won't go in the hole.
No. Trying to twizzle it in my fingers and file it at the same time.
Twizzle it.
Just a little bit. Come on. Oh. So really they're just wrong the other way on. I think, oh, it's not there. Yeah, it's not on the outside. There, yeah. I'm talking to myself again. Stop it. Come on. Oh, no, it won't go through there at all. What am I doing wrong here?
Oh, do you know what? Mine was really stiff and it got caught. I used the little needle file and went in both ends.
Ah, yeah. That's
Careful,
what I'm going to have to do.
then,
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do.
But so I didn't need glue for mine. I haven't glued mine because it was such a tight fit.
Yeah.
I didn't bother gluing them.
Now he tells us, people. Now he tells us.
I thought I said earlier.
No, you're right. No, I don't mind. I've got a file. No, so stick the needle file in and twizzle it both ends, eh? That's what I mean. So, goodness me, we've got a few more in the chat, and we've got 12 watching us now, so thank you ever so much for that. So let's have a look. So, goodness me. So, come on. Todd says, Alex, do you have some thin solder? Looks like the wire bends easily. Okay, yeah, you could solder it, I suppose. Drop of glue every 10 on the plastic wire. I have only used picture wire on work and worked okay. Okay, thank you. So picture wire, yeah, does that stay in its stiff form once you get it turned round? So Geordie Dave, not enamelled.
This is enamelled, and it is really thin and flexible. But when you're trying to wrap it, it just won't.
Not gonna.
I think it might be all right, you know, if I try and get it in shape. But I'm thinking I might just paint the drums silver now and just go with what comes with it. It's just fabric. It's like cotton, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not very good, but so solder wire not do, Alex.
It's too well. The stuff I've got is too thick, and this is very. I've used all of that today.
Yeah.
This is running out, but this is too thick personally, and it's.
Yeah.
I think this is too thick, but I need it. This is valuable at the minute.
Yeah.
I need to order some more.
So Todd says I keep 22 gauge craft wire around as it bends so easily and stays in shape. Yeah, well, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Would that be 0.22 gauge, Todd? 0.22 gauge. So yeah, sounds familiar to me. Does that craft wire? So we've got Lewis Fuller that's joined us. Hey, Lewis. Good afternoon, host.
Hello, Lewis.
It's good evening here from me and Horlixs. Just give you a like, he says. Thank you very much. That's very much appreciated. East Coast says hi, Lewis. Lewis Fuller says hi, everyone. And East Coast says, yep, it's like model gauge wire or craft wire. Yes. Yeah, I thought it was. Okay, jolly good. So yeah, gauge 22 gauge. 0.22. Oh, come on. Oh, we're nearly there. I've got got to twizzle this a little bit, haven't we?
I think I've made a bit of a mistake.
A mistake?
Oh God, yeah, I have.
Come on. God, oh, it's going now. Okay. It sits on that bottom platform, doesn't it?
It does, and I'm having to rip mine apart again.
It sits on that bottom platform like that. Goodness me. And then, when it's in all the way, we can put a handle on it. I think. I can put a reel on it. All right. There's one reel then. So one winch. Then we've got to put that on the underneath of there. That fits in this way. Twizzle it just a little bit. Yep, so that's that one. Okay, there. So that one will obviously go across to that one. And that's in there. Like that. Okay. And it's a case of making the other one up to do exactly the same. So will I need that middle twizzling? I think I will. Whoops. You twizzle it just a little bit.
Well, I take extra care when you put in on the big square bits.
Right. Do they? Would it break it easily?
Hang on, have I still done this wrong?
I was going to say, would it break it easily? That's half my problem is getting my fingers to work.
So the crank handles need to be facing outwards, and this one I put facing it on the inside.
Ah, right, okay. I'm with you. Come on. Is it going to go in there? Oh, God, no, that's too tight, is that? God, Bennett. Gordon Bennett was a racing driver, wasn't he? Because they used to say, "Oh, Gordon Bennett, slow down a bit." He's off like Gordon Bennett. Come on. Can't even get in. Come on. Because I'm going the wrong way. Come on. I nearly did mine the same as yours. Oh, God, it's not going to go in there. That shaft is going to have to be fouled. Just a little bit. File it just a little bit. Come on. Wonder what my blood pressure's running at now. I'd maybe best not knowing. Alright, let's just twizzle that middle again. It's fairly hard plastic, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Thankfully, even though I'm making a hash up of this, it's coming apart again fairly straightforward. So
Okay. God, Benny, that's pretty tight, is that? Oh. There's no way that one's going to go in there very easy. So I'm going to have to divvy it out a bit more.
I fixed it. So yeah, the handle obviously face outwards, and I did that one the wrong way around.
Yeah.
But all is repaired.
Jolly good. Well done.
I really need to stop playing with it now and let all that dry, and then give it a proper another coat of paint tomorrow, because I'm just
Well, nearly did it the wrong way around again. Just gets to the middle and it's had enough. I don't want to push it too much because I'm going to break the thing.
Yeah, mine did the same, and then I just did what you did, yeah. And it does sort of edge in, but then I find once it actually gets through,
it's in, yeah.
It seems to go. And actually, I'll tell you what else I did. I actually licked my finger and put a bit of wetness on the shaft or suck off the rods.
That's what I was thinking of doing, yeah.
Might work, might not work for me.
I won't use the whole phrase. As kids, we used to use the whole phrase. I won't use that. God, Bennett. No, I'm going to have to... It's that end. You don't want to go. 22 gauge is 0.64 millimeter wire. I used it in all the time inside part wet model hoses, so I can bend them into shape and they stay. Yes, that's what I want. So Alex, I sent you an Amazon UK link to the wire via messenger. It's like 4.5 quid. Well, I'll have the link as well, please, Alex, because I could do with some as well, because I intend to put HT leads and what have you on these, so it might be good for that. If not, it'll come in handy for other models. Well, 22 gauge, definitely.
Oh, I see. Do they do a smaller gauge? Because it looks a bit...
I was going to say they might do.
Yeah, the picture looks like it's quite thick.
So,
I mean, what's this? This is...
That's good.
0.38 mil.
All right.
Ideally, this is the right size I want.
Yeah, 0.38, yeah.
This says it's 0.38.
And you've got what there? What Todd says 0.64. So that's, yeah, it's quite thick then, isn't it? Or thicker. There we go.
Maybe they do.
Right. Let's get this damn drum on.
Oh, yeah, here we go. There's different sizes. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. So for silver wire at 0.35, which is a little bit smaller than this, it's £5. But then the one that Todd suggested was, yeah, £4.50. Well, £4.50. That's thicker. So I think, yeah, the silver wire 0.35 mil. I think that'll be better.
Yeah. And do they do it in 0.35 mil? I would have thought from my HT leads for this model I would need, I don't know, a lot less than that. Lindsay might know that answer to the question there. If he's put HT leads on and not have you. Come on, get in. I can't get my hands to go. So frustrating. I'm so near to getting this winch together. Oh, come on. Oh, don't ever get old, folks. Don't ever get old. Come on. Just can't get them to jump in the grooves. Come on. Oh. Let's try manipulating it back in there.
I see. Yeah, Todd sent me another link with the coloured ones.
Uh-huh. Oh, they have coloured ones.
Yeah.
So
You get a pack of them.
Black would be ideal for HT leads, perhaps.
Yeah, they've got black, navy, red, pink, brown, green, nice blue, silver, gold.
Oh, silver
colour and the gold colour. The copper would be ideal for like brake lines and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Depends how far you want to go. Yeah.
But this is confusing me though. So probably just me not knowing what I'm on about. So the original one says that you sent says
it keeps popping out for some reason. No, it's not in there. Going in there. Does it say garden wire or something like that?
hang on.
Yeah, it's popping out. It's popping out because it's not lined up. Line up.
Oh, it is, right. Oh, I don't know. I'm confused. So it says silver wire 22.
Uh-huh.
But then the one next to it says 0.35 mil. But then the other one says 22 gauge 0.6.
22 gauge 0.6. What, 0.6 mil? Not 0.6 mil.
6 millimeters. But this is 0.38 millimeters. So does that mean it's thinner than this?
Goodness me. What about getting them in there then?
Oh, okay. So 0.6 millimeters. So it's going to be absolutely tiny. So it'd be smaller than this then. So that would be ideal, because then it wouldn't be so springy, would it?
No. But I still say you need the garden type wire because it would then stay in position as people are saying, and it wouldn't try and unravel itself. Right, that's where my problem is. I don't think that pin's in right. Come on.
Yeah, more millimeter thicker. So yeah, this is 0.38 and that's 0.6.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be thinner on there. But yeah, you say it could spring out. So the garden wire, then the original one.
Yeah.
To get. Yeah, so the 22 looks thicker, but they do a 0.35 millimeter one.
Yeah. 0.35 millimeter garden wire.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Silver florist wire.
Yeah. pretty invisible to see. So yeah, that makes sense. God, Bennett. Right. They can turn at the minute then, can't they? So.
It's just a shame this. I mean, I've already got this, but it's just not going to. I mean, it will if I probably had a lot of patience, but I'd have to sort of do a few rolls and then glue it. Do a few rolls and glue it. Before you know it, it'd be full of glue.
That's the problem, yeah.
But this is what I use for the Spitfire mod to make new. I doubled this up and used this as the new landing gear wire, and it's so strong.
Yeah, you're right there, Todd. UK messes up the gauge, which is a US thing. Yeah. I have a couple of US spanners that I call sort of oddball spanners because they're neither here nor there. And they're not a Whitworth, they're not an AF, they're not a metric. They are a US make. A universal or something like that. I can't remember what they call them now. The make. But yeah, good spanners. Right, I'm in two minds now. Do I glue this in place and then paint it? Or do I paint it individually? This is the winch, by the way, just here. It's obviously small. I can't pick it up because I'm holding it together. But I've got an opportunity. I can glue it in position where it is now by the 4 stanchion bits at the bottom. Do I glue it and then paint it later on? I can always spray it to get some spray on it in different colours and then pick out like the gearboxes, like Horlixs has done. I can pick out the gearboxes and the reels for that matter. And I can still spin the reels as well at this moment in time. So, so what do you think I should do? Do you think I should just go and glue it?
Wow. It's up to you, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue it in that position. I'm going to then wait till it dries and paint it, and we'll spray it, give it a light spraying, and then I'll pick out details with fan brush, and it might hone my skills a little bit on fan brush painting because I've got a couple of bits on the cab to touch up on there and a couple of bits on the chassis I want to touch up as well. So long as I don't put too much paint on it, I think it'll look okay. So, and dear me, tired. So yeah, I'm going to glue it in position if I possibly can. As you say, it's your model. I just don't want to glue it to the desk. So.
Yeah.
My fingers aren't working very good, so I need to just glue it into position, and then see where we go from there. Just give it a second, and then I'm going to move it onto something that I can get it off quite easily. A bit of plastic, maybe even a bit of paper. Just pop it on that bit of paper.
Yeah.
Oh, it's come undone.
I think I'll do that then. I'll look into some of that wire that Todd said. maybe have a play with that.
So that didn't work at all. That came undone as I moved it, which is not very good. But can we fix it? Let's do a Bob the Builder. Yes, we can. Can we fix it? Yeah. Bob the Builder can fix it, no problem. It popped out of that joint there. And it pops out the back joint, which I'm holding with my fingers. So let's get it held there and then give it the back joint again. Aye. It won't move in a minute or two. Yeah. Can we fix it? Yes, we can. Super glue, do your thing. There we go. Right. Where did my handles go? So I think I might leave the handles off because I can put them on later. And I can pen them separately.
Yeah, I've done that too.
I've now super glued the winch together. And let me just, yep, it's in there, it's in there, it's in there, and it's in there. Yep, super cool. Yep. Okay, so that's my winch done for the time being. So I'm going to spray my winch. Obviously not tonight. And I'm going to spray it red, and I'm going to spray the top part of this red as well. And I just don't think it's had any primer up to now. No, I haven't had no primer. So, oh dear, excuse me, tied out. What time are we? Nearly 10. Do you want to give up?
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I'm pretty stuck now until this dries properly. I keep playing with it, but I'm just.
Okay.
I just need to. It just needs to dry.
We've got a little bit further, but goodness me, I feel as though I've not done a lot tonight, but I've done lots of little bits. So, and lots of little bits that need touching up with paint as well. So, which I can do off camera. I'd rather do off camera than do next time because I want to be building more than anything else, rather than painting. So, just gonna have a drink.
But it will look like. I mean, there's still some more bits to put on there.
Yeah.
So that's going to go this way. The crane is going to go on some arms that have got to come up, but that will go on that bit there.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I
I've
don't
got
think
mine the wrong way around.
So yeah, that goes on like that, roughly. And then there's two pins that we put in there will marry up with the holes in the top of the frame.
Yes.
And then that's going to come up something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a bit like that.
Yeah. And yeah, it will. It looks something like that. Shut up, Alexa. Blooming thing.
It's just trying to order you some stuff.
Alexa, shut up. Alexa, stop. What's she going mad? God. Sorry about that, folks. My Alexa was going mad. I forget what I said it could do the other day, and I'd like to do something rather funny.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty successful. I've done quite a lot.
Yeah, we've got some bits done, I suppose, which is good. Good up.
See, I'll look into that wire then for next time, and
yeah,
I'm not sure if I'll be able to get any for next time, but just see how it goes.
I think I have some somewhere, but finding it. You're finding it. I'm not sure that's set in the right place. Maybe there somewhere. Probably like the cab, it probably pops into a nail somewhere in the chassis. Yeah, okay. You was nearly right, Todd. Yeah, blooming thing, yes. So, okay. So I can't find, like Lindsay says. Okay. Lindsay says somewhere back there. Okay, Lindsay's build says telephone cable works good for HT leads. Right, brilliant. Yes, yeah, because you can manipulate them into a shape, can't you? And then put them. That's very useful. Thank you very much for that, Lindsay. Very much appreciated. So yeah, telephone cable. So picture frame wire be better. Can use one strand, two, etc. to suit job you're doing. Even twist it like you would electrical cable. Yes. Okay.
Oh, I'm wondering actually. This is braided with wire in it.
Yeah. So if you strip that. So Todd's going to send you another link as well, and that comes in multiple thicknesses. Telephone cable. Geordie Dave says was looking at wire to do a pipe on Titanic, but don't know the right gauge to stay in scale. Yeah, that's the problem. Is if somebody sold a pack, for instance, of different gauges very cheaply, then at least you'd have an idea of what gauge you could use for what model, couldn't you? So yeah, Amazon sellers out there, are part wax sellers. If you want to produce a pack of different gauges of wires, garden wires, very thin wires, 0.0.0 wires up to an eighth, something like that, then please do so, because us model builders, we could do with something like that to gauge our wire for the right sort of model. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it'd be a good idea, because that's what I mean. You're struggling because you buy, a roll of something.
Yes.
If it's too big, then you've got to. Yeah, so even the single strands, I mean, it's tiny, but it's not really taking any shape. It just wants to spring about. So
Spring back,
really not the right type of wire for the job.
No.
So yeah, I'll have to go with something. I mean, maybe they do sell a kit like that. I'll have to have a look.
Yeah, and as Todd says, UK messes up gauge, which is a US thing. Yeah, and so East Coast says old headphones cable inside's good for engine plug loom. Oh, brilliant! Thank you. And yeah, I mean, this is 1/24 scale, so you think, well, some sort of way would definitely be available for this, 1/24 scale. And 1/35 is going to be even more damn difficult still, but 1/35 I can get away with just closing the bonnet, just leaving the bonnet closed. Yeah, and we don't have to have the bonnet open on 1/35, 1/32. So, but yeah, 1/24. We want to be a bit more into the detail, don't we? So, Evercat 5, like Lindsay says, yeah, that's the telephone cable. Imperial, yeah. Geordie Dave says, great show, guys. Thumbs up. Thank you very much, Geordie Dave. Lee says, good thumbs up, good stream. I am live at 5 tomorrow. Yes, you are. Yeah, Anfield Road layout in the loft is live at 5. Yeah. So join Lee and the crew back there at 5 p.m. tomorrow afternoon UK time. And we are now on British summertime, thank goodness. So, yeah, because our clocks went forward, spring forward, 1 hour last weekend. So, yeah, we are now 1 hour forward. And please, why don't the authorities leave the town damn alone where it is now? Instead of going back for depressing winter time. Yeah, so, yeah, Dave nearly swore at Alexa. Yeah, nearly swore then as well. So, great evening, guys. Step closer. Yeah, step closer. Thank you very much for your support. Geordie Dave says, Alexa will not do as she is told. You need to swear at her. Yes. I've done that before today. Ethernet cable as well. Solid core. Strip the insulation back and paint as needed. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, that's another good one. USB cable tends to be braided wire, so it won't stay in shape. Yeah. East Coast says, model boat guys, use them, Dave. Okay. Thank you. And good idea, says Geordie Dave. Come on. Oh, it's sticking. Where have I gone? There we go. Good idea. Geordie Dave. Todd says, what pipe are you trying to recreate on your Titanic, Geordie? And Todd says 0.6mm wire would be a 47. Okay, that's interesting to know.
Oh,
so inch diameter pipe on the Titanic. Okay. Right, so Todd says that doesn't feel right. Hang on. And he says he's had another recalculation. Sorry, screwed up on the decimal point. So 0.6mm wire on the 1/200 scale Titanic would be a 4.7 diameter pipe. Okay. That's a better calculation. I was going to say, where's the 0? Yeah, 0.6. Yeah. So East Coast says on quarter scale trucks, 1/14 scale trucks, we used a stiff wire cable wound round a screwdriver to make Susie airlines. Yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I was just thinking that because I used to make my own vape coils. And I've got some wire somewhere that I used to make my own coils with.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would work for the crane, but I don't know where it is. I think it might be at my dad's house.
So, and then Todd says 0.64mm would be 5-inch pipe on the 1/200 scale at Titanic. And then Geordie Dave says, thanks, Todd. So that must have been very useful. Yeah. All helps if we've got, like I said before, if the wire maker's made like a gauge you could buy, that you could just a selection of wires, then you could order, whatever wire you wanted. I'm sure they must do that somewhere. I mean, they do it with drills at the end of the day, don't they? They make a a plaque with several different holes drilled in it for different sizes of drills and what have you. So if somebody could come up with a wire directory of some description, that'd be grand. Okay. So I'm going to put you on your screen for a second, because yours is looking a lot more complete and a lot more done than what mine is. And I think, I say this every week, you have made such an impression with this model. It is really fantastic, Alex. Really fantastic what you've done with this model. It really is.
Thanks so much. Yeah, I've really
Yeah, I
enjoyed
mean, we can't take it away from you. You know, this is only your second plastic scale model at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it keeps going off the power. It's not drawing enough power, so the power bank thinks there's nothing connected, so it keeps going off. But it will be plugged into the wall, but there you go. Look inside there as well.
Yeah. Far superior to man. Far superior. And I'm really pleased about that as well. I'm really, really pleased about that, because I was worrying that, you know, you maybe won't get the hang of plastic model building and spraying and, you know, all the rest, but you've cracked it. You really have cracked it.
I mean, it's not perfect by any means. If you really look at it, you know, there are some areas that could be improved. Like around the door here, it's a bit crusty, but from a distance.
Well, it's like we've always said, isn't it? I mean, when we was modelling with Penny early doors, Penny's pit stop, we was on about this exhibition scale and where you would actually see it from. So we're very close to these models right now, and your camera's very close to your model. But if your model was on display and it was on a table in a public gallery, you know, a village hall or something like that, and it was on a table, you would have your model about 3 to 4 feet away from the public. And if you was to move 3 to 4 feet away from your model and then look at it again, you would probably not see them imperfections like you're seeing very close up. You know them imperfections are there, but if you was to show your model to someone 3 to 4 feet away from them, they would, without a shadow of a doubt, they would say, wow, look at that, that's fantastic, you built that, it looks brilliant, is it die cast, you know, can you buy them like that? There would be so many questions coming from the person looking at your model. How long did it take you? And you know, it just looks like a bought one, a shop bought, you know, die cast model. If you get that sort of reaction, which, I mean, I know you've had with your bus and everything else, then you've cracked it. You really have cracked it. Yeah. And to get it absolutely 100% spot on, well, I don't think anybody could really do that. You know, anybody that says that, you know, model's absolutely 100% spot on, well, are you absolutely sure about that? Because, you know, at the end of the day, you're trying to do something in a scale that's really in real life. You know, if this was in real life and that looked like that in real life, you'd think, well, it looks absolutely stunning. You know, you'd be proud to show it off as a real vehicle. You'd be saying, oh, look, you know, that going down the road, you'd be saying absolutely beautiful. So you've got to take this back into context, how the modelers, yeah, we're so critical about our models, but I suppose we have to be, don't we? And we, you know, we have to come to a conclusion that at the end of the day, if you're happy with it, you know, or, you know, theoretically you're happy with it. I mean, I'm telling you that model is superb, and I bet you if you was to bring your model to me, or I was to bring my model to you, I bet you, I would be saying, well, my model's got that on it's wrong, and it's this wrong, and the other wrong. And then you'll be saying, oh, my model's got this and that. And we'd probably say, well, they both look absolutely stunning.
Oh, exactly. I was going to say, like, just because, you say mine looks good, but yours looks just as good. Apart from the lights, which is different, it adds a bit more to. But
Yeah.
they're the same standard, really. You're a bit better at the old spray paint. I've got some cracking going on at the back a little bit. You can't tell because, well, luckily it didn't go that bad, but it's the spray reacted a little bit here, but luckily I can feel it's really rough.
Yeah.
Compared to the side, but you can't tell. But I've learned that doesn't work, that combination of clear coat with that paint. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with it, and I can't wait to see all the beacon flash. I can't do that now because it's too much work, but hopefully in the next show or two, that all the electrics will be wired up, the rear lights will come on, the beacon will come on.
Yeah.
I mean, my first build was horrendous, but even that was not bad, was it, really, I guess? That was my first build, the Mini.
Yeah, well, I mean, that looks really good. It looks cool.
But I messed up the windows. It's all gone. I don't know where it was, but it all went a bit cloudy there. But no, it's all right. And it doesn't sit quite straight. I'm not sure what's happened, but it's a bit wonky. But yeah, it's not bad, I guess. But that was the first time I tried to do a decal, and I was really scared. But actually, it went on all right.
Yeah, I remember you doing that as well. I remember you doing the decal. So you should really congratulate yourself on what you've done so far. It's absolutely brilliant.
Thank you very much. Yeah, they're okay, aren't they? Really, it represents what they're supposed to be.
Yeah. So I mean, if you get to the stage where you are exhibiting your models, then take it from the criticism that you'll get from the general public. Because the general public, they'll soon let you know if they'll either walk away from your exhibit, or they'll start asking questions, or they'll start saying, "Hey, wow, that's brilliant."
It's a shame,
and
really.
it's like I've always said, a lot of people out there haven't seen what these models are, what they're like, close up. And for them, close up will be 4 feet away, and that 4 feet away will make your model look absolutely stunning.
I could have, and that would have looked really cool with lights in.
Yeah.
But I can't really do that now. I might even revisit this because I'm not sure I like the colour of the wheels. I might do them the silver.
Yeah.
Proper silver. And obviously I messed up because, I've kept all the sprues, because I've got loads in this kit that we're doing now, the Bedford. I've got all these sprues. Now I know they're empty, but I'm not trusting myself because I've kept them all because I lost the filler cap to this because I must have got a bit too excited and binned the sprue that was on, so I couldn't finish that. So, that was a bit of a mistake.
But you did learn from that.
Yeah, and do you know what? I could actually perhaps try and scratch build something out of one of these sprues, like cut that little nodule off there and use that as like the filler cap or something.
You certainly could, yeah. I bet you could do that within a few minutes.
I'm trying it.
So we've got lots of comments coming, and goodness me, where are we? So Todd says multiply the millimeter size by the wire times 200, then divide by 25.4 to get the inch pipe it would be on in the real Titanic. Okay, well, I'm going to use that as a reference point there, Todd, for people who are building the Titanic. So if you want to pop back to this stream and have a look at this comment of Todd's here, if you're looking for sizes of pipes, and I'm pretty sure from that calculation, you'll find the sizes of pipes that you're going to need. So on the well deck, there should be a pipe that runs from under the ladder. Okay. So East Coast says, top job, Alex. And Lee says, looks good, Alex. Good stream, all big like. Thank you very much for that, Lee. Todd says, backwards, take the real pipe diameter on the Titanic in inches, multiply by 25.4, then divide by the 200 to get your millimeter craft wire to use on the model. Wow. Now, at one time, I used to be able to do this with 112 scale and 124 scale, and I lost it. I lost the, the calculation and everything. And I'm just putting it down to old age because I was pretty good on that sort of thing. So at one time, a couple of years ago, perhaps. So Geordie Dave says, okay, cheers, Todd. And Geordie Dave says that you're your own worst critic. Yeah, that's true. And Todd says, we're always the worst critic of our models. That is true. There are things I did on the DeLorean other people would never notice. Yeah, there is things I've done on my Route Masters that people would never notice. But obviously, I know that some things are grammatically right or something. And yeah, absolutely. Lindsay's build says, looks great to me for your second build. You have done a great job, Horlixs. So has Dave on his. Thank you very much, Lindsay. Todd says, if you don't use the Arduino, they make various pulsing, breathing LEDs you could use instead.
Yes, Todd. I was looking for an 0402 one, and I couldn't find one anywhere that pulsed. The only ones I could find were the bigger ones that wouldn't fit. So that's why I went down the Arduino route. But if you know of any or brands, but they're the 0402 ones.
Okay, then East Coast says that Mini looks good, and if that was your first kit, then well done. Well, it was his first kit, and yeah, I was there to witness it. So yeah, and so was a few of others was there to witness it. It was his first kit. So Geordie Dave says, try weathering the Mini.
Yeah, I could do. I mean, it's done now, but I don't really want to. I suppose it's good to leave because it's an example of my first one, but I could try. I want to do another little kit similar at some point for, doing on other shows and joining in on other streams and stuff, when the opportunity's there.
Yeah. And then we've got Nigel Branthwaite says, fantastic job of the Bedford tow truck. Well done. Thank you, Nigel. And Todd says, replace the 200 in that calculation with one scale to make it work with any model. Yes. 112, 124, 135. Yes, you certainly can. That's the way I used to do it, I believe. So Todd says, great work tonight, gentlemen. Thank you very much for that, Todd. And Todd says you can also make a fading pulsing circuit with a 5551C. Send Alex a link.
Oh yes. So I've got lots of them 555s for the that we've used on the Bluetooth mod.
Yeah.
Just like that, we've got a fuel cut.
Hey, you've done your first bit of scratch bit building then.
I've just glued it on and painted it with a bit of silver in the time you was in the chat. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. So that's your first bit of scratch building. Well done.
Looks alright, doesn't it? It looks better than
Yeah.
the whole.
Yeah. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go both cameras again, and then I'm going to come back on.
I'll have a look at that. Yeah. Yeah, mini complete.
Yeah. And when you get your wire on the back of your tow truck, you'll be able to tow your mini around with it.
Well, yeah, it's a bit out of age though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit.
It'll look cool though. It's just like, yeah, because I was toying with the idea of putting a motor on in the tool chest, wasn't I? And then having the Arduino turn a motor up and down, so it looks like the car was being towed up and down. But
yeah,
I think that's too much for this model. Maybe in a few years' time.
Yeah, you're probably best off doing stuff like that with the 114 scale, perhaps, that we was on about earlier with Peter Webster and East Coast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, lovely. Lovely job. Right, I'm going to turn cameras. If I can turn your camera.
Have we seen yours? Did you put yours on full?
No, I haven't put mine on full. You're all right. Well, do you want mine on full, do you? Yeah,
we'll have a look.
Okay, there we go then.
We need to see what you've done.
Well, I built a winch for the crane. So, and even though it was a bit problematic in places, but yeah, there's the winch. So I've got the two winding handles down there. Yeah, I can take my back off because I've glued the cab on now. So the cab's glued on. And I've put the little handles on for the bonnet, the little popper handles. So, and I have put the pipes on underneath the bonnet here for the bonnet stays, and the stay for the radiator. So they need painting black. The handles need painting, and so I'll have them painted, and then I can start painting the crane. I'm not going to put the back on permanent yet until I get the crane sorted out, but the cab is now permanently on the chassis, so that's all done. Oh, I've put the number plate on without the number on at the minute, so because I haven't got the back number on yet.
Yes, I need to do mine actually. That's one thing I forgot to do.
So yeah, I've got all the transfers on around the outsides of the cab.
See, I think that looks fantastic. It just looks good. Like they're both, amazing. You've got different livery as well, so it's really nice to see, what it would have looked like if I'd chosen them.
Yeah, I mean, I've put mine on different chairs. I think you've got the RAC one near the wheel and the A one near the back, haven't you?
Yes.
So that's why I did mine opposite way, North Worcestershire garage, and then I've done a stripy back bumper.
Yeah, I love
that. So I've got the bits to put on the back here, and I've got the lights to paint in and the registration number to put on. I did my box different. I've gone silver right round the outside edge, and then brown wood, dark wood. I've glued my tyre in. Done the decals on that side, so they're all done. I mean, if I was super critical, I've got a run inside there. I don't think you can see it on this camera, but yeah, I've got a run inside there. Paint's a bit faded there, but yeah, like I said, if it was 4 feet away, you wouldn't notice these bits so much. Yeah, the cab's got a little bit of cream paint missing just there, and it's got the North Worcestershire garage across there in the decals. My windows want cleaning, but if I can get them cleaned, yeah.
When I'm cleaning windows.
When I'm cleaning windows, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's fantastic, Dave. I mean, I think, you know,
Well, it's
they're both amazing, aren't they? Really, I mean,
I've not been a big kit builder, as you know. I've done 3, and I'm on my 4th build for my wartime diorama. So I've done 3 other vehicles, a bomb trolley and that, in 132 scale, 135 scale. And apart from building the odd model now and again, many years ago, that's all I've done. So yeah, I suppose I'm a learner as well, really. So yeah, but yeah, that's so hopefully we'll be a bit closer to finishing next week, perhaps. So yeah, it's not so bad. Not so bad at all. I'm absolutely in love with this model, actually, you know, thinking that it's great, and I'm looking forward to the time when I can scratch build the long wheelbase one into a Bedford OWB a wartime bus. So
yeah,
eventually,
that'd be amazing to see that. And you know, I could learn something from that, because as you're learning and doing that scratch build, then I can see how you're doing stuff, and maybe one day I'll have a go. But I haven't got the confidence to do a scratch build, I don't think.
Well, we'll see, won't we? We'll see. So I'll just catch up on the chat a little bit. Mini complete. Well done, Alex. Good stream. Night all. Barley. See you tomorrow. Nigel Branthwaite says, gee, Horlicks, I wish my first model looked like your mini. Great job.
Thank
yes,
you.
Absolutely. It did do a great job on it. And yeah, it certainly is a great job for me. I mean, and it was one of the cheapest beginner models ever, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like tenner, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I did have a bad time with the paint, the yellow paint work, to be fair. Like, the kit came with the paints, and obviously there wasn't enough paint in the pots to even do the model, but I started to brush paint all the yellow, and it just was not, I think you remember, it looked horrendous. It just would not stick. I primed it and everything, it just wouldn't stick. I ended up buying a rattle can. So, you know, I bought the same stuff. I think I've still got it, actually. Yeah, I have. Because I was using the Humbrol paints. And I ended up buying the yellow acrylic spray for it. And actually, this went on really nice, and that was the result. But brush paint in a large area is just not great on a model, I don't think. It needs to be airbrushed or sprayed, in my opinion, from beginner side. I mean, you know, maybe if you've got years of experience painting, you could, but I've never had a good success really with hand painting. Although in there was a large area and it's actually come out all right. Maybe it's, but then I didn't try Tamiya. Maybe if I tried Tamiya paint on this, it might have worked.
Yeah.
But I had to, sand it all back and use the yellow spray, and that was the result. I've just given my fuel cap another coat of silver as well, and that's really popping now.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But thank you all for your lovely comments and Genius on, and no, I really enjoy it. And you know, it could have come out absolutely awful, but at the end of the day, I just enjoy doing the stream and working on something and spending some time here with Dave and everyone in chat. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, we're not we're not trying to teach your granny to suck eggs sort of thing, but yeah. So Nigel Branthwaite says, Dave, your Bedford tow truck's looking fantastic too. Thank you very much for that, Nigel. Very much appreciated. I'm hoping that I'll get better as I go along. I'm hoping I can say that was my first one. It's not very good, but here's my last one. Do you think I've improved as I've gone along? Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking forward to. So Lindsay's build says nightly, and East Coast says looks good, Dave. Cannot wait for you to start the garage, etc. Yes, as I say, well, I've got a start. You know, I've got these stickers which are a start, and I think I know what I'm building the building out of. I have some very thin ply and that, so, and some balsa, and I'm going to scratch build the building, and I've got a garage 4-cot plastic model kit in 1/24 scale, I think it is, that I'm going to attach to it, so because it'll be a garage and a 4-cot and a dealership. I've got lots of the grass and twigs and trees and bushes and that for the outside. I've got all 4 of these. I've got a couple of Sunstar Bedford dual coaches. Yeah, so I've got it's nearly there. And once I get the main thing, the main case, which I'm hoping to get at some point, then I can start working out where everything's going to go. And but yeah, I'll be showing that on stream as well. So yeah. Okay. I use Alfred's. It's not different in price to Tamiya. Plus you get loads for other jobs. Yeah. Steve Owen in our community, he uses Halford's paint for painting 172, 176 scale. So yeah, on his model buses. So yeah, he swears by Halford's paints. He says they're good. They are. And yeah, Lee says it'll be on at 5 tomorrow. Yeah, we've done that, Lee. So okay, I'm going to change my camera and then we'll pop back up and we'll say goodbye to everybody. Okay, there I am. Are you coming back up?
I'm coming up.
I'm coming up. Tied out. So, right. Goodness me, it's 25 to 11 here in the UK. So I think it's late enough for us to pack up and go to bed. And
yeah, I need to go and have some food actually. I've forgotten to eat because I've had such a nice time.
Yeah, well, that's my fault. Sorry about that. Because I was only planning on doing about an hour and a half, 2 hours tonight, but
I should have had something to eat before the stream, but you know, it's
I know what it's like. I know what it's like. Yeah, I know what it's like. So yeah, well, I'm gonna go shortly, and I'm gonna go get my pills and what have you. So we're looking at Saturday tonight. Then tomorrow is Sunday. 5 p.m. tomorrow is Lee at Anfield Road Layout in the Loft at 5 p.m. He'll be going live, and there'll be lots of people joining Lee, no doubt, during the stream, either in the chat or on his live. It's very, very interesting, is Lee's stream, because there's lots of people pop up there and you never know what's coming up, and it's all to do with modeling and crafting and such like. So yeah, it's all good. Sunday night I was going to do a stream, and I'm still not sure whether I'm going to do one or not. At some point I've got to do a catch-up stream on my blue and white Southend Transport Route Master. So I do keep doing bits to it, but I want to show you some progress. I want to show you some decent progress. So at the minute I've got bits of progress, but maybe not just enough to make a show. And we've got family this weekend, so we might not have the time to do a show tomorrow evening. So what I'm going to say is look out for the stream. If you're subscribed to my channel, which is now DS Models, so if you subscribe to my channel and you press the bell, you will find when I'm next going live. Okay, and but other than that, it will be Monday now that the community is going live, and that'll be the Disney Doll's House at 7 p.m. With Yorkshire Crafter and Crafty Chris at 7 p.m. So, and then Tuesday it will be 7 p.m. with the Eddie Stobbard with Crafty Chris, and that will be from 7 p.m. and it'll be the issue number 77, something like that. Yeah, 77, I think. So yeah, but that'll be Tuesday evening with the Eddie Stobbard. Okay. Look in the community because we've got a couple of chats. We've got Lee saying good stream. East Coast saying night all. Take care both. And all in chat and enjoy your Sunday. Thank you very much for that, East Coast, and thank you for coming along tonight. Horlixs, you've done the Partwork upgrades page for the Rootmaster Bluetooth kit.
Yeah. So yeah, that is now available to order if you're interested in that. So head over there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
head over there to Partwork upgrades for the Rootmaster Bluetooth kit. So yeah, and miss it and miss out. So Marvel Pick says Hobby Town Modelers should be live at noon Eastern time, which I think is about 6 p.m. BST, British Summer Time. Yes. So that will be another community stream that's on tomorrow. So Hobby Town Modelers live at 6 p.m. British Summertime. So yeah, pop over to Hobby Town Modelers, and if you aren't subscribed to them, then subscribe to them please, and press the bell notification, and you'll be notified of all their live streams that are popping up. So Todd said tomorrow, yes, and East Coast, I said waving goodbye. Okay.
And I just want to add as well, Monday at 8 o'clock, I have a new build coming to my channel, which is the Leopard 2A6, and this is I'm building it on behalf of Ian at Power Upgrades, and I'm just. Thank you for the opportunity. I've got all the parts ready to go over here. So new build on my channel on Monday. That'll be at 8 o'clock. We start this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I think I'm going to be. I think I'm going to be about as well. So I might give you a hand on that one.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, pop over there on Monday at 8. So
that'll be after and Chris and Julie.
It will be after Chris and Julie, yeah. So Nigel Brownthwaite says, thank you for a great live tonight. Good night. So thank you for popping along, Nigel. It's been very nice to have you along as well. So I am shattered.
Yeah, let's wind up then. Let me find the outro. I'll do the outro.
Okay, well, I'll say my goodbyes, and I'll say thank you ever so much for popping along tonight. Please leave a nice good thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. And hopefully you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. And yeah, there's a lot more to come from this Bedford build. I can promise you that. A lot more to come. Okay.
Yes, and a lot more learning as well, because obviously when I come out doing the fuel tank, I'm going to have to try my hand at some filling and stuff. So we'll see how that happens. But anyway, thank you for watching. Yeah, have a great evening. Have a great rest of your weekend. And yeah, see you soon.
See you now.
Bye.